following presentation has been closed captioned for the hearing impaired.
Okay. Wow, that's a setting I gotta fix, because I don't know why it automatically mutes it. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back! Hey yo! What's going on, Electro Dante, and Monkey Tray Man, and Kid Blonde, and Dr. Fuzzy Boots? I was hanging out with Dr. Fuzzy Boots on his channel a little while ago. He was playing, Hotel Miami 2? Is that what it's called? It looks like fun, but it's way too difficult for me. Hey, what's going on, Super Jeff? What is going on with you? I hope you guys are having a great day. I made some tweaks. I lowered my webcam down a little bit. I had to lower the whole monitor because I don't know if you guys have seen, but my monitor is huge now. I got it last year, and I love it. So I lowered it down a little bit so I can lower the webcam so I'm a little bit more on eye level than I was. Hotel Miami 2? Yeah, that is a crazy game, Dr. Fuzzy Boots. How far into it were you? Because I don't think you beat it, did you? I missed the tail end right there. Super Jeff, what were you playing? Steinerized. 2 nights in a row? What do we do to deserve this? I don't know. I don't know, Dante. I'm just doing my best, man. So, thank you guys for those of y'all that hung out last night. We've been playing Final Fantasy on the NES. This is my copy right here. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good looking copy. And I've never really played it before, and I understand why now, because the first 5 minutes and the next 4 hours is like the same. You're just grinding. Of course, I made it a little bit more difficult on myself by not equipping my stuff, which we figured out at the end of the channel, or end of the broadcast last night. Thank you, Brisby, for clipping that. And yeah, so we're gonna try to play some more and see if we can make some sort of progress. I hope you guys are having a good night. No, it's pretty close to the end. Heard. I think I bought the first game, but I looked for it on my Steam Deck or my Steam setup, and I didn't see it, so I don't know. Steam Deck. I don't have a Steam Deck. Been good. Did a quick Twitch broadcast of Monster in my Pocket. I don't know if I have that one or not. All right, I think it's expensive, actually. Do you have the, are you playing on original hardware? Or are you doing emulation? All right, let's switch over to the game here. I know I have the game here somewhere. I did adjust the emotes today. I made some free for any follower. One is the Brisby emote, so that he can feel free to use that now, whether we're broadcasting or not. Another one is the Max emote, which I want to share with the world. Thanks to Mr. Duodecimus, who made that for us a couple years ago. And
now you are playing with power.
Over the years, and still managed to catch another stream smiley face.
Monkey Tray Man, you are the best, sir. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the Twitch Prime sub. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Should I take this phone call? It's in the middle of the night. Who should be calling me at midnight? All right, let's get this phone call, guys. This is weird. Hello?
Hello, sir. Good morning. This is Nick with Johnson Controls.
Oops, we can't pick up that phone call. All right, let's move on. Pity got me the Hotline Miami 1 and 2 collection, physical edition on Switch, when I found out it was made by the same people who made...
At night, a big and
Hey, Samurai Wesley, what are you up to, sir? Retro Pie? Retro Pie. I don't have a Retro Pie. Oh, I got my Dr. Pepper here, but I also have my water because I've been getting over being sick, and this stupid lingering cough is screwing me up. Thank you, been using Retro Pie 4. Dante, did you ever beat those games? Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Dr. Fuzzy Boots. All right, we're going to go. What were we doing? Now I don't remember what I was doing besides going to the game. Yeah, I'm going to the game. Okay, so let's go to the game. Go right where we left off. I'm doing so good. I had played Car Mechanic Simulator 18 again now tonight. When you play Car Mechanic Simulator 18, can you work on a 57 Chevy? Because mine's in pieces in the garage, and I don't know how to put it back together. Not yet, just recently started the first one, taking my time with it and enjoying the music. Nice. All right. Here we go. Oh, I also added some wrestling sounds, if anybody likes those. We were doing a lot of wrestling talk last night, so I updated a little bit. Ugh, we're in VHS mode. We're going back to 1984. Let me see if I can spell wrestling. Wrestling. So there's some new ones and some old ones and some favorites and some hated ones. Okay. I hope you guys are having a good, chill day.
I think I'm key. I know I'm sexy.
Got the looks that drives the girls wild.
I've got the move.
I don't want to be him. I want to be Tully Blanchard.
Up and down that spine.
How's the game? Oh man, it was a struggle last night. We didn't... we're in the same exact spot. I think this is the entire game, actually. I think you only stand around. What level would you guys suggest you be before you start really moving into the game? I'm gonna have to go take a look at those, golly, my brain. I'm gonna have to go look at those, cooldowns. Alright, let me remember how to do this. I think there's a 60-second cooldown. Let me see. Is there a universal cooldown? I'll look after the broadcast. Oh, the dreaded imps. Photon Earth, it was good to see you right at the end last night. What have you been up to, sir? Bing, bing, bing. You need your cookie puss? I hope the way I move my webcam looks better. Last night I took a look at the broadcast. It is unacceptable, Dr. Fuzzy Boots. I took a look at the broadcast and I didn't like how my eyes were, like I was always looking down like this, so I'm hoping that the little adjustment helps a little bit. Because I've never been one to have a webcam right in my face, like directly in my face. Hello, Pity, what's going on? And oh my god, it's Zelda's hairy muff. Did you get punched in the face? Your eye looks puffy and red. No, I was just born that way, Zelda's hairy muff. I just look beat up. That's just me. Same old brother, still doing improv music and video games sprinkled in. Nice. Oh, we're gonna fight Stalfos. Oh, hey, Ashley. What's going on? Zelda's hairy muff. Zelda's hairy muff. I gotta say, I talk about you all the time. I'm not gonna lie. I talk about you all the time. You're like right there at like We talk about names that probably should have got banned but didn't. You're probably like right under the frickin' cutoff point. It's great. I was born this way. That's right. Exactly. How you doing, Zelda's Harry Muff? Are you playing anything fun lately? Are you watching WCW Starrcade 95 like I've been? I watched a little bit more of it last night. I got up to the Macho Man. Gold dust. Brother Bill and Drinklime. Drinklime, thank you so much for coming in. Brother Bill, thank you so much for the sub, dude. Bill's the man. He's got all that Amiga knowledge, man. Oh, jeez. I don't know if we've ever played an Amiga game, a specifically Amiga game on this channel. I probably should. I should probably do it in Brother Bill's honor. Who is this retro broadcaster I just discovered? I don't know, but he's looking a little beat up. Isn't that right, Harry? Just Resident Evil 4 remake and why you talk about me all the time. You've been gone a long time. I know I have been gone a long time. Life's been a little rough. Don't play Darkseid? What is Darkseid? Dude, I went to Los Angeles and I had Del Taco for the first time. We have Del Taco here in Georgia. Ashley, have you ever been to Del Taco? I recently watched Sold Out 99 from 25 years ago. Goldberg versus Scott Hall, stun gun hanging above the ring. Yup. It's so good. Drinklime, it's so good to see you. Photon Earth, Brother Bill. Oh, and there's 910. What is going on, buddy? Happy Wednesday, guys. Do you live in the Eastman, Georgia? Huh? I don't know what Eastman is, but I live in Georgia. Georgia. Alright, am I gonna go in? I'm scared. It's a super jank point and click. Heard. What the hell is this? Alright, let me talk to this. No one touches my princess. Light warriors. We're actually the 4 horsemen, not the light warriors. I wish we could change that. 4 horsemen. You... impertinent? Why is she calling me impertinent? Formal! What's up, buddy? Del Taco's okay. I miss her 59-cent tacos. Which Georgia? Because my mom is down there, now living in Georgia. Which Georgia? The United States Georgia, not the Georgia on the other side of the world Georgia. Not the country Georgia, the state Georgia. My friend, here you are again. I did double take when I saw the notification. Ash is the Amiga expert. 910. Planeswalker kept harassing me to come back and do some stuff. Oh god, we're in a boss fight. I didn't mean to do this because we made no progress last night, guys. 2 nights in a row, it's my birthday. Every day's my birthday when I hang out with you guys. You guys are my best friends through thick and thin. Lit. Thank you, 910.
We'll do it live. Okay.
Fuck it.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Forgot that was in there.
Thing sucks.
Oops. I got so many sound commands, it's ridiculous. Your birthday's June 1st? Mine was last Friday. Any questions about the Amiga should be directed to Ash.
Why do so many games have so many fucking bats?
Darth Galactus!
Seriously, I fucking hate bats.
Yeah, bats are assholes. Now, actually, you know what? I take that back. I've never met a bat that bothered me. I mean, 8-bit bats. Okay, I'll give you that. Oh, thanks, Bill. Bill of the Amiga kind. Bill. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're already dead. If someone is back shit, does that count? I don't know. Did we beat him? We made progress tonight. Oh my god. I can't believe it. Did you see The Rock come back? I did see The Rock come back. I thought it was awesome. I thought, I mean, I didn't watch it live. Eastman, Georgia is near Plainfield off the 117. Oh, I have no idea about that. I have no idea where Eastman, Georgia is. Nope. But there's a lot of places in Georgia. Okay, I'm gonna go down to town and save it. And bring Tully Blanchard back to life because reasons. I did see when The Rock came back. I thought what's his name? Jindrak, whatever. I don't know. I thought he was played his role very well. I had a lot of respect for him coming out and being the heel, knowing full well that people are going to be all disappointed. It was really great. And then throwing everybody off and then The Rock coming out. Thought it was brilliant. Georgia's a pretty big state. It is a pretty big state. You are absolutely right about that. What you guys got going on? Anybody watching AEW? I was really hoping that AEW would, like, become a bigger and bigger thing. Who do you guys like in AEW? Besides Sting, who's about to retire. Who do you guys like? Edge? Wardlow? Who do you guys like? Is Wardlow in AEW now? Ric Flair? You went to the Pinball Championship in Riverside? Did you play? Ah, the OG. Haven't seen it in forever. Turquoise, how are you doing? It's good to see you. This is my first time playing this game. And last night, we made no progress. Like, I've already, in 10 minutes, made more progress than I did last night. And we made some stupid mistakes, but we're learning from it. Edge came to AEW right now. Yeah, he goes by Adam, right? I miss Edge and WWE so much. Boom, 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 boom. Monsters perish. So it looks like we're having a little bit of an easier time with our weapons and our armor actually equipped, because that was the fun of last night. For those of you guys that were here. Boom, boom. Do, 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 do. I miss calling him Edge, but he isn't Edge anymore. Yeah, it's like Adam Copeland, right? That's his real name. Did you get some guidance? I got some guidance from you guys in the chat. I know there was a handful of you guys helping me. Okay, let's try to fight our way through these guys. Yeah, you guys gave me some really good tips without, like, spoiling the game. I really appreciate that. Because, you know, I don't go out of my way to tell people not to backseat, but man, it can be so annoying if you're broadcasting and somebody's like, oh, turn right here. Oh, look behind that chest. Oh, make sure you know, press up, down, left, and right. You know, nobody wants to be, like, handed it. You might as well have the game beaten by somebody else for you. But the tips you guys gave me last night were awesome. And the tips you didn't give me, Brisby, wherever he is. Boop, boop, boop. I saw Randy Orton return to the Survivor Series. It's been a very long time, for a few years. Yeah, I always like Randy Orton. He's been around a while now. Did you beat this game, Turquoise? Yeah, all the wrestling talk, I had to wear my Omni shirt. Did you guys ever see wrestling at the Omni like I did? This is where I saw Sting versus Ric Flair for the first time. Brisby is polishing his copy of Wall Street Kid. Oh my god. That game. I don't know what's worse, Wall Street Kid or Marble Madness. Nope, I only got into Final Fantasy with X, though I played some of the older games, not one. Let me see. I've never played this one. I've never played the second Famicom one. or the third Famicom one. I played the Super Nintendo Final Fantasy 2. I don't know why I came here. Final Fantasy 2 on the Super Nintendo. Final Fantasy 3. I played Final Fantasy 5. So, yeah, then I played 7. I played 8 years after it came out. I was not a fan. Oh, no, I need to go revive first. I got some money now all of a sudden. Sweet. 9, I love. Love that game. 10 was great. And then I think 11 was 11 a online game? Because I don't remember anything about 11 other than I didn't go anywhere near it. And 12 I liked, but I didn't finish it. 13 was so linear, and I never played any of the later 13s. I just played the first one. And it was like you just walked in a straight line and did what you were told, and I hate that. So, that was that. 14, I have no idea what 14 is. I have no idea what 15 is, if it even exists. Oh yeah, Mystic Quest, which I don't really consider a part of that grouping. But we played Mystic Quest on the broadcast early on, and I do enjoy that game. It's one of those games that it feels like it's longer, like... It's a shorter game, but it feels longer than you expect. Like, you get knee-deep into it, and you're like, oh my god, this is kind of dragging on. Mystic Quest is a fun one. It is, and you know what? I really like the music in that game. I really do. Guys, I can't believe we made some effing progress. We beat, like, I don't know if that was a boss or what, but we beat somebody in this damned castle, and now we've come to save it, and now we're going back. It's more of a spin-off. Yeah, I'll go with that. Ric Flair. Okay, so we got Ric Flair, and we got Barry Windham, and we got Arn Anderson, and we got Tully Blanchard. That's who we are playing as. The Four Horsemen. And I did check. The Four Horsemen music is in the sound somewhere. And I also added American males, American males, American males, American males. I had to add that. 910, did you beat Mystic Quest? It's not hard to beat it. Another NES RPG that I think is underrated is Ghost Lion. I don't have that. That's one of the rare NES games I do not have. I wonder how much it's going for these days. You sure did? Bam, bam, bam. I remember when I was playing Mystic Quest, this was real early on in the channel. I don't know, I'd say a couple months after starting the channel, and I got like a 300-person raid. That was my first big raid. I could not believe it. I was like, what is this wave coming over me? And it was nobody I'd watched before, so they were like, their raid message made no sense to me, and I'm asking about what that means. But at least I didn't sit there like a deer in the headlights. That happens sometimes. Where you're just like, blah, blah, blah. I've seen that a lot with, like, newer broadcasters. Roman Reigns is dominating for his matches so far. Reigns is the very best. I'd like to see a Cody Rhodes champion. That's what I'd like to see. I need to update my VIP stuff. Let me look at all these things. GlitchCon. Formal's a moderator. I'm just looking at y'all's little things here. Your little badges. Oh, Darth Collectus has a Sky at Night Heart 1000. Thank you for donating all those bits over time, man. 910 doesn't have one. Samurai Wesley has GlitchCon. What is GlitchCon? This is not your beautiful house? What? This is not my beautiful house. And the days go by. Is that what we're talking about? Let's see. Prime Gaming is Zelda Harry Muff. Let's see. I see GLHF and that's Brother Bill. Photon Earth has VIP. I'm gonna have to go redo my VIPs. Ash has Twitch Ambassador. All right. Brother Bill now has the comm badge from subscribing. You picked up on it? Oh man, last time I went to New York, I had to go see where the CBGB is or was, and I was hoping it would be like, I knew it was closed, but I was hoping like there'd be.
Double dumbass on you.
I was hoping there'd be something there, but it was just I don't know, some clothing store. What's up, unknown? Long time no see. You've probably doubled in age since I've seen you. What's up? Wonder how many more bits I am away from the next level? Wasn't it at Bleacher and Bauer? I have no idea, 910. I have no clue. I'm out of the loop. So if I touch these bats, am I fighting them? Kiki? Apparently I'm not, which is good. Kiwi? So you are the 4 horsemen. Yeah, I think it's a restaurant now. Heard. Only like 4 years? What the hell? This loot has been passed down from queen to princess for 2,000 years. Garland stole it when he kidnapped me. Please accept it as my gift. It just might come in handy. Great, we got a loot. Now get ready for your trip and make the orbs shine again. All right. What have you been up to, unknown? Thank you for saving the princess. To aid your quest, I ordered a bride. Bride? Or bridge? Bride? Bridge. That might be bridge. I don't know. Built to the continent. Go now. Now I know what it is. Go now and make the orb shine again. The princess always worries about you. Okay, great. But I've just been lurking around the Discord and the broadcasts. Heard. Give me that loot. What does the loot do? I wonder if I go down. Wait. Can we open these rooms now with the keys? Did we get a key? Oh, there is more stuff down here. Okay, what's down here? Nothing! Nothing! You know, there was a time that people in France were so... Hey, there's a guy here. They were actually looting in the streets. Wow. Thank you for rescuing the princess. Okay, give me something. Yeah, it sounds like Tricky McGee with the puns. It's so punny. Okay, yes sir, I belong to the honor guard. Look, I rescued the princess. Don't I get the key to the treasures? Jad joke if I ever heard one. I really enjoy the GBA version of Final Fantasy more than the NES version. Wait, what does this say? Legend says that the loot can break the evil gate. Okay. Keeping that in mind. Yeah, I can see why a modern version of these original games would be nice, because you get a more balanced game that added things that we got in later games. I could see that. But there's something in me, I can't explain it. There's something in me that always wants to go back and get that original experience, that if I got this game, if I bought it in the store, at Toys R Us, in 1986 or 87 or 85 or whatever year it came out, what would that experience be? Because it wouldn't be on the Game Boy Advance. So that's always what drives me to play these games. I just want that feeling. And, but there is nothing wrong with playing an updated version that gets you whatever, you know, life. Because I know I have a lot less time to play games these days. So, like, some games it's just, I don't have time for. Whereas when I was a 12-year-old, I could just sit around and play games all day other than going to school. Feel that way about Tetris? Well, I like higher level, and mainly I like all the spell work on GBA, but I can respect that. Yeah. Well, I always say everybody should game the way they want to game, whatever it takes. Original hardware, emulation, misters, whatever it takes. Keep yourself in the hobby. Things are so expensive these days. I haven't bought an NES game in years because it's just too expensive. So I thank God I bought my games when I did. 400 years ago, the treasury was locked by the Mystic Key. Our ancestors Gave the key to the prince of Elfland for safekeeping. Okay, so the key is with Elfland, dude. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna see where this bridge is. Actually, we're gonna go heal again. First time I played Tetris was on Game Boy in 1991. I feel like that way. What if I'm playing Wario's Woods? I wonder if I can make the chat bigger now that I have a bigger screen. Let me see. I wish I could make... I want to be able to see what you guys are... My monitor is so damn big. Can I make everybody's stuff bigger? I don't know. Come on. Give me what I want. No, I don't want to clear the chat. Don't do that. I don't see a way. I'm going to have to research. Oh, chat appearance. Can I make it bigger? I can see what you guys are saying now. I love it. Excellent. I'm really happy with that. Great. So good. Yeah, this monitor is huge. It was a birthday gift to myself last year. Because I was struggling, yeah, because literally I'm having to look all the way over here. And, I mean, it's like having a second monitor. But when you have a second monitor, you gotta have stuff big enough to see. Because I'm not, like, the chat used to be right in front of me. Right next to the game. I'm happy. I'm happy. First time I played Tetris was on the Game Boy in 1991. The first game I played on the Game Boy was my friend's Game Boy, and I played Mario Land. And that was all she wrote. I don't remember playing playing Tetris on it. I mean, I remember playing Tetris on my Windows 3.1 machine, or my dad's. I wonder if they have better items now that I killed a boss. Should I go? They do, an iron. Ooh, is that better than what I already got? I don't know. A small sword? Alright, we're not gonna worry about it for now. What else do we have over here? Nothing. Okay. Bye, good night again. See you around. I'm sure I'll miss you. Hey, Samurai Wesley, you have a good night, sir. Get lots of sleep. Wake up. Be productive. Have a great time. Come back and see us soon. Let's go find a bridge. Oh, there it is. I don't think we explored the that area up there enough, though, so I'm gonna go back up there. It was my first night back in North Carolina after coming back from Okinawa, Japan. I was by myself and had nothing else to do. Brother Bill, I've been to Okinawa, Japan. What was your favorite part about being in Okinawa? Dun, dun. Alright, wait. Ah, damn it, I meant to do something else. I also need the Prima strategy guide for the items alone. Yeah, you really do need it. But I didn't want to look anything up on this game. I just want to figure it out as we go. And whatever neat little tips you guys have. It doesn't seem like a lot of people got very far in this game, though. I'm surprised there were more Final Fantasies. I wonder if it was more popular in Japan. I can't say. This is a family broadcast. Wow, Brother Bill. Wow. Wow. You know what? These are imps. I'm not going to worry about blasting them with fire. You love the food and the cheap electronics? Well, I don't have any tips. This game is older than I am. Indeed. This is cool too. It's cool. Like if you were on Twitch 5 years ago and you played this game, there's probably more people who are familiar with it. So as time goes on, that's why it's cool to play these games. Like the younger folks haven't played a lot of them. Why am I this guy again? I wanted to be Tully Blanchard. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't be Tully Blanchard because they said that was another tip you guys gave me, which is whoever's in the lead gets hit the most. So I'm going to leave Arn up there. He's the enforcer, and he's really my least... the guy I need the least so far. So I'm going to leave him up there. And we're going to see. Oops. I'm making a lot of oops moves in this game. Oops. 7 damage. Boom. Darth Collectus, what's the oldest game you've ever played? Brother Bill, have you played that 1977 Radar game? Or whatever year that was? I want one of those radar devices in my house so I can play that game. You know what I'm talking about. Boom, 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 boom. Boop, 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 boop. I bet 910 has played some old games. I'm trying to think, like, I played this Spider-Man game that was on like the Atari or Commodore 64, and it was really weird. You had to type what to do and everything. The original Mario, like the Mario on the Atari 2600 kind of Mario, or the Mario on NES. Refresh my memory. You know that? Oh, I was just making a joke. You know this? It was like Radar, and they had it going back and forth, and that's what they considered a game. Oldest system I have is either probably the 2600 or the Magnavox Odyssey. I have a couple 2600s. I have 3 2600s. My first console was an Atari 2600. Can't get away from it. What's your favorite game? I like Hero. I like Haunted House. I like Frogger. Oh, you mean like Pong or Tennis, Scott? Yeah, it was something like that. I'd have to go back and look. It's been a long time. Hero is really good for the Atari 2600. I mean, when you're comparing different games. I also like, what the hell is it? Pitfall? And Pitfall 2 seems to have a lot more going on for it, but... Alright, I've already beaten... What is that in the middle now? That's just an empty chair? Nice. The black orb glitters, ominously. But nothing happens. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. I'm probably gonna get killed. Wolfmaster! I'm about to die. What are you up to, Wolfmaster? There's a really great homebrew 2600 called Wall Jump Ninja. Man, I could play that one for hours. I'm gonna have to look that up, 910. Wolf... I was about to say Wolf Jump Ninja, because of Wolfmaster. Wall Jump Ninja. I'm just chilling tonight. How's you? How is me? I am good. I'm just chilling too. We've already made more progress than we did last night on this game. So we're gonna try to... Okay, I don't really need to heal anybody, but I'm gonna heal Arn just in case. And I'm gonna light some electricity up this imp's ass. You should do yourself a favor. I'm always down. We were talking about a homebrew NES game last night that I can't seem to get a copy of called Super Russian Roulette. I saw it a long time ago and I wanted to get a copy of it, and they were all sold out at the time, and I've been waiting for somebody to sell their copy, and it just has never happened. Or at least I haven't found it. Missed. Tully Blanchard's in trouble. I better heal him too. Lit. I like those effects, but I wish they went farther on the screen than just near our characters. You were broadcasting last night? I did, 910. I did. We were on for like 4 hours last night. That is a true story. Alright. Magic. Cure. Tully Blanchard. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, you use fire on him. Oh, dang, I didn't get a notification. I would have been here otherwise. Oh, thanks, 910. You didn't miss much. But for anybody who wants to go back and see any of the... Damn. Ineffective. See, I was 2 seconds too late on this. I better get out of here. If anybody wants to see the broadcast from last night, it's on Twitch and in the video section, and it's also on YouTube now. Because I just straight up move them over to YouTube when we're done. So that I have them in the archives in case I need to get, like, a clip of something. Or sometimes I just want to go back and make sure I haven't already played a game I'm going to play. Because some games are fun to go back to, but I like to try new things. And if I've already beaten it before, you know, I don't know. Alright, kill this wolf. GR wolf. I wonder what that means. He ain't green, so it can't be green wolf. Maybe he's Gary Wolf. Maybe his name's Gary. Darth Collectus. Wolfmaster, you didn't broadcast tonight, sir? Can we kill this wolf? My god. Alright, Ric Flair, do it. Yes, figure 4 leg lock. Done. Done. Not tonight, too wide from work. Hey, I understand that. I was so tired last night after we got done. I better get out of here. You rang? How you doing, Darth? Good to see you, bud. Alright, kill. Kill them all. We're all in good shape. Fairly good shape. Darth Collectus. I just like saying Darth Collectus. Darth Collectus. How into Star Wars are you? That's what I thought. They're talking about a Mandalorian movie. What do you think about that? I mean, that's like the best show. But is it better as a show? Like, are they gonna make a movie and then go back to the show? That usually doesn't happen. Are they just using it because they know it's their most popular thing, and are they gonna ruin it now? I can't imagine, because Jon Favreau's kind of a genius. Don't you play the Star Wars Online game, Sky? Is there a Star Wars Online game? It's not called Star Wars Online like Star Trek Online. I have played Star Trek Online. Like Ashley. Like Ash said hi. Doo-doo. Bum, 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 bum. I really wanted to explore that castle up there. Oh, the Old Republic? Yeah, I heard good things about it. Well, it's a better idea than the Rey movie. Isn't that happening too? Damn, Ric Flair is in trouble. Do I have enough pure? No, I don't. Alright, let's kill these imps. Don't touch me. Yeah, there's a Star Wars Online game. Yeah, Darth Collectus reminded us of it. How good is it, Darth Collectus? Or have you never played? I don't know if... I don't have a lot of Star Wars going on in this room. I have a lot more Star Trek. But if you guys take a look, I sneak in this Y-Wing right here. That's a Y-Wing hanging on the ceiling. It's pretty big. And it's got an R2 unit in it. And I think it is R2. Wasn't it called Galaxies? Oh, that's an older game. I don't think that's around anymore, but that was the first MMO of Star Wars. Yeah, I worked at Media Play. So I was like 20 years old or 19 years old or something. How old was I? I was pretty young. And they were selling that game on the shelf, so. Alright, come on. Ugh. Let's limp our way to the inn and bring Tully Blanchard back to life. These are weird statements I'm making. Hey, Unknown. You there, Unknown? I have never got a chance to play. When I had time to play an MMO, I never had the money. When I had the money, I didn't have the time. The only MMO I really got into was RuneScape, and I played that for like 10 years. I had really high levels at the time. That's an MMO, right? And I played for free for a while because, you know, there's plenty of things you can level up for free. But then I got to a point where I really enjoyed the game, and I was not running out of things, but I wanted to expand, and it was like $5 a month, which is nothing. It's not nothing, but it was, you know, compared to spending money on other games, it wasn't that much. And it opened up the whole rest of the game, and it was so much fun. Me and my friend Brock, we used to... I don't know if you guys know anything about RuneScape. Some of you probably know a lot more than I do, but we would, at the time, the wilderness was still a thing, and you could kill other players in the wilderness, but if you died, you lost all your items, but if you prayed, you could keep one item. So me and him would go basically naked into the wilderness with nothing but a poison dagger, like a poison dragon dagger. It was like, at the time, one of the, like, the strongest dagger you could get, and it was poisoned. And we go all the way up to the top of the frickin' wilderness, and all of a sudden, somebody'd pop out, and we'd go stab them. And even if they got away, if we knew where they were headed, a lot of times we could track them down before they got to the bank to dump all their stuff in. And we walked away with some good items. Was it cheap? Hell yeah, it was cheap, and it was so much fun. And we would be on, like, voice chat. I don't remember if it was Skype or what. Yahoo voice chat at the time. We just laughed our ass off. It was so good. Ugh. It was so good. But then they got rid of the wilderness for a while. I think they brought it back, but... And that was lame. And that was kind of it for me. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Hope y'all are having a good night. A ghoulie. This guy wrecked my world earlier, or yesterday. Lit! 40 damage, that's pretty good. Alright, hit him, Arn. 22 damage. Oh, and he's done! Yes! Wolfmaster, did you ever play RuneScape? Thanks for coming back. No, thank you, man. Y'all can thank Planeswalker. I mean, other people have asked me to come back. But, you know, life was rough for a while. I had a lot going on. But here we are. And now we're searching around this castle for God knows what. I don't know. I'm getting scared the deeper I go in because I don't want to die. Alright, so I still need a key to go in that door. So we're gonna... Oh. Ooh. I don't know if I should run. This does not look good. There's 6 of them. There was a time when all my favorite broadcasters all just disappeared. Really? How many of them came back? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, I don't have any more, do I? Oh, maybe I do. Yes. All right, he's dead. Okay. If I can do that a couple more times, we can... Oh, that didn't work very well. Okay, missed. Okay, ooh, we even the playing field. I'm really worried about that blue one, though. It's kind of hard. Yes, I was talking to Darth Collectus about the Cringe Force last night. And it is sad that their channel is gone. And that Mandy isn't broadcasting anymore, because they were really fun. But to answer your Mandalorian question, I think the original plan was to end it in the 3rd season anyway. Oh. Think she didn't get fired, that the New Republic Rangers, or whatever that show was going to be called, was going to be the main show? Oh, I see. I know, the Cringe Forest, I know. Alright. Let's try fire. If I... Boop, boop, boop. Oh, shoot. When we gained a level, he must have got a little bit more magic, because I used it already, and I still have some. Oh, damn. Get off me, man. Get off me. Were there anyone else that disappeared? 910? Little known secret, a lot of the Cringe Force emotes, or at least early on, I made. And I just did it for fun and I sent it to them and they used some. Yeah, but I would have to look. There was Charlie Ultra and a few others heard. I'm not too familiar with Charlie Ultra, but yeah, that it kind of stinks. You know, it's like you got to look at it like TV back in the day, you know, like, or even now, like one of your favorite shows will be on, and then you watch that season, and nowadays it's like 10 episode seasons, where we used to have like 24 episode seasons, and you know, and then the show disappears for like a year, and you move on to another show, and then eventually that show comes around again, and it's really weird how that works. It seems that Mando and Asuka heading for the same place. I haven't watched that show, but I heard it's really good. Yeah, Darth Collectus. Are you in my Discord? I'll send you an update on that. Yeah, they run out of ideas, so they sent Urkel into space. Yeah, exactly. And Fozzie jumped the shark. Fonzie. Okay, so I can't open this door. We made out better with those wolves than I thought we were going to. Alright, anything over here? Alright, watch. If I have to get a key for this one too. Okay. Oh, there's two in here. Not currently, but I'm optimistic based on your tone. In the treasure box, you found a heel. In the treasure box, you found a cabin. Ooh, does cabin bring you back to life? Alright, let's get the hell out of here. We didn't get anything good. Oh! I was like, what is that link? Fight. We're fighting a Stalfos. Oh, I have some bat. Yeah, I know, 910. I wasn't gonna say it in the chat, and I wasn't gonna say it, out loud. Boom, boom. But if you... Yeah. Bam, 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 bing, 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 bing. Hey, dude. Terminated. I like that they still dance. I wish they'd keep dancing, but they only dance for a minute. I-oo, killer tofu. E-I. Alright, let's get out of here. Another ghoul. Ah, thanks, Darth Collectus. You're the best. Discord's fun. Alright, I'm gonna use lit, and I'm gonna light up your ass. Oh, I can't. Never mind, I'm not gonna do it. All good, 910, all good. Alright, so let's talk about everybody in the chat who is awesome at broadcasting. Let's see. Dr. Fuzzy Boots. He was so much fun to watch earlier. Frickin' Wolfmaster. You guys gotta follow him. Talking about, you know, broadcasters that aren't around anymore. It sucks. But there are so many good ones that are on right now. Or not actually right now, but current days. Super Jeff Gamer. I haven't been on his channel in a while, but he's broadcasting still. Who else is broadcasting? Anybody new to broadcasting that I haven't seen their channels yet? Yeah, there's Wolfmaster. Wolfmaster. Who... the most popular unaffiliated broadcaster I've ever seen. The guy is so selfless, doesn't want a penny from anybody, just wants to do his thing. Tragic still broadcasts? Yup, I knew that. That is true. That's a true story. Okay, let's see here. I was about to use magic, but I don't have magic, so I was like, okay, let's move on from that. I've been telling Brisby for years he should broadcast, and I've been telling Planeswalker for years he should broadcast. But they don't listen. Planeswalker just goes, you broadcast, and I'll watch. And I'm like, all right, okay. And Brisby will only broadcast if I bring him here. Monsters perish. Final Fantasy. Ding, ding, ding. Wolfmaster. Alright, let's go heal, and then I guess we'll go up the bridge. I don't know. Do you guys think we need to do more grinding, or you think we need to do more exploring? Everybody's still alive. Oh, I bet I can... Yeah. No, I'll come back in a second. We're actually making decent money all of a sudden. Because for a while, it was ridiculous. I'm gonna see if I can buy some more spells that I didn't buy before. White magic is Barry Windham, right? Okay, buy Ruse. I don't know what Ruse is. Okay. Buy Fog. Great. The white mage has one called Harm? Okay. Now let's go here. So is it possible to play this game with a white mage, a black mage, and a red mage? And, like, would you ever get through that game? Or what about 4 white mages? I have questions. Alright, we're gonna go to Tully Blanchard. I don't know what lock is, but we're gonna buy it. Great. This level spell is full. Someone else. What? Alright, did we learn it already? Alright, let's take a look. 4 white mages sounds like a lot of grinding. Oh my god, can you imagine? You'd be fighting imps for years. Oops. Magic. Alright. Magic. Okay. Oh. Okay. So it's not gonna let me have it? Well, what's... Sorry, you can't use that here. Okay, I have no idea what these things do. And then... Oh, you can only... Probably that 84-hour record that was mentioned yesterday. Yeah, you might be right about that. I'll go with that. I don't know. It's telling me I can't add any more spells. Let's try this one more time and see. Yeah, it's all level 1. So I gotta be careful now when we go to different things because it looks like you fill up your spell slots. Where's Zelda's hairy muff? Yeah, it doesn't look like I can get rid of him either, so, okay. Not that I want to get rid of fire and lit, but... Alright, well that's interesting. Alright, let's go to the inn, and then let's cross that damn bridge when we get there. Ding-ding! Maybe we can find a town with some better items. Thanks again for the sub, Brother Bill. It's really generous of you, sir. Alright, let's go over the bridge. And forget it. Now we have to fight wolves. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Let's not waste magics. Hey, Ric Flair is in triple digits. Nice! Love to see you broadcast, Sky. Oh, thanks, man. Brother Bill, did you ever beat Super Mario 3? Bum 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 bum. And bridge. Oh shoot. This came out in 1990? I thought it was earlier than that. So the back of my thing is not original because the back of my thing said, well, it says Nintendo 1985. What does that mean? This is nuts. Oh, I should be reading. Each holding an orb that 2,000 years ago shined with beauty from within. Come, start your journey. Return the light of peace to our world. Got to get my overlay straight into OBS. Heard. Oh, we get credits now. I had no idea this was coming up. Man, we didn't even get to this point yesterday. How cinematic. Might be the date released in Japan. Oh, you might be right. Or it could just be a generic Nintendo thing. I don't know. Scenario, because I don't remember. I seem to see 85 on the back of almost all the games. I have to go really look. Okay. No, we crossed the bridge. We crossed the bridge. And I don't know where I'm going, and I hope I don't die. It was released in 87 in Japan. North America was 1990. Sounds about right. I remember Super Mario Brothers 3 came out like a whole year in Japan before it came out here. I know, and I had no idea. I mean, I was young, but like, really back then, nobody knew what anybody was doing over in another country. Boop, boop, boop. Well, we're still fighting imps. I thought we'd be fighting. Really no excuse for that, just being lazy. I understand, Brother Bill. All that stuff takes time, and sometimes it's overwhelming, and sometimes you just don't feel like doing it. Especially if you work like me, you know? A lot going on. Bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. And I got a lot of Saved by the Bell to watch. Oh, here's desert. Are we gonna find Cactrots? I have no idea where we're going. Oh, snap, crackle, and pop. Look at this insanity. Oops. Whoa, you can use an item? Alright, let's get rid of these guys. Ooh, I'm kind of scared. I don't work like you. My job isn't that stressful. That must be nice. That is nice. Alright, let's try fog. Okay, it's on us. Okay, I tried ruse. We gotta figure out what these things do. I know what you do for a living. Glad it's not me. Heard. Let's use fire on this wolf. Maybe it's Great Wolf. GR, maybe it's Great Wolf? I'll go with Great Wolf. That's better than Gray Wolf, because he's not gray. Or Green Wolf, because he's not green. Boom, boom, boom. Grape Wolf, that's pretty good. Think they taste like grapes? Easy to dodge. Okay. Interesting. Arn, you suck. Kill that Great Wolf. And is anybody low on health? No, we'll be alright. Just attack. You use fire on this guy. Kill the Grape Wolves. I wouldn't put a wolf's grapes in my mouth. That's weird, 910. That is strange. I'm very concerned. Fire! 12 damage, that sucks. Wolf, we're coming after you, sir. Wolfmaster. Wolfmaster, you know I still gotta go back and beat the Lion King. I really, really, really was in good shape to beat that game, and now I have to start from scratch, because it's like I haven't played it. But I don't know when we'll do that. I don't know when. Maybe we'll put that off to 2032. I don't know. I still can't believe you beat that game. Bum, bum, bum. Come on, guys. Can you beat these Great Wolves? Amiga Lion King? Is there really an Amiga Lion King? Is that really a thing? Strange to say that, or not putting wolf grapes. Alright, why don't you do something with your life, Arn Anderson? Alright, let's see. Fight the Grape Wolf. Yes, indeed there is. That's gotta be some crap gaming. What's your least favorite game on the Amiga, Brother Bill? And what is your favorite Commodore 64 game? Inquiring minds would like to know. Not really worth thinking about. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I hope y'all are having fun. Boop, boop, boop. Terminated. Done. Dunzo. Get out of here. Get out of here. Darius is my least favorite Amiga game? Why? Is it glitchy? Does it feel like work? Tully Blanchard leveled up. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Does that mean we can go get better spells now? And use more spells? I really want to try to find some... forget it. We'll fight in the desert eventually. Favorite Commodore 64 is Turbo Outrun. Many fond memories. Oh, look at these creeps. Creeps. Look at these Brisbees. Look at these Brisbees. All right, I'm gonna heal myself. My Barry Windham. Yeah, I've got nothing left. Okay, just smack him then. Not a good port. Not enough room to work. I love Darius Twin. Heard. My favorite Commodore 64 game is actually more of a VIC-20 game. It's called Radar Rat Race. Actually, it was like the first video game I ever played. And I don't know. I like it. I need to sue Square Enix for not crediting me for this game appearance. Exactly. You and Brisby lined up right. You have a VIC-20? I need a VIC-20. I don't have one. I actually have Radar Rat Race back there. Where is it? Where's my Radar Rat Race? I don't remember if it's for... Because they had it on the Commodore 64 too, but... I don't remember if that's the Commodore version or the VIC-20. I would love to get my hands on a VIC-20. Brother Bill, why don't you send me your VIC-20? You don't need it anymore. Send me a VIC-20 and a Dreamcast. Alright, thank you. Appreciate that. You love the VIC-20? What is your favorite game on the VIC-20? Unknown's like, what is a VIC-20? It's a console. It's a very old console now. Bum, bum, bum. Can you kill this creep? VIC-20s are not rare and are still pretty cheap. Are they really? What's a Dreamcast? I don't know. I was at a store during Christmas time and saw that they had a Dreamcast ornament. It was weird because it wasn't a retro store or anything. It was Kohl's. Galaxian? Galaxian. I have Galaxian in the box. But that's for the Atari 2600. What that work on a C64? I have one of those flash cards for a C64. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, I have no idea where we're going. We might be going nowhere. Or we might be headed in the wrong direction. Ooh. If I had a Dreamcast and gave it to you, I think a friend of ours would be highly pissed. Heard. Oh, an iguana. This is the first time we fought this. I think she'd be okay, Brother Bill. Fight. Alright, everybody just fight this thing. I don't have a Dreamcast. I never had a Dreamcast. I never played one. At the time, it was all PlayStation, PlayStation 2, and I just never got around to getting one. And every time I see one, because I would like to get one, you know, because that's a new experience for me. They're either in really bad shape. Somebody told me last night retro brighten them is not that big a deal, but I've never done that. Remember when GameStop used to have Dreamcast and PS2 set up to demo games? A different time for sure. Yeah, for real. I drove by a GameStop today, and I didn't even think twice about not going in there. This is a recent remaster of Galaxian for the Atari 2600. Oh, is it really? Guys, hit him. There's only one of them. 8 damage? That sucks. I really need some magic, but... Alright. My fighter is the best one. So, would it be easier to beat this game if you had, like, all fighters? Like, 3 fighters and a white mage? I don't know. Replayability, I guess. Terminated! Nice. Damn it, now I'm gonna have to go look for a VIC-20. And a Dreamcast. Dun 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 dun. Alright, up or down? I'm gonna go up. Dead end. This looks like a big map. I like it. Uh-oh. Oh no, these guys are not good. Do I have any cures left? Okay, let's get some of these guys healed up, because I'm not gonna be able to throw it together. Man, if I'd have known, I found one brand new in box for real cheap. I couldn't leave it there. I sold it to someone locally, but I would have sent it to you. Oh man, that would have been awesome. But hey, I appreciate you. I'll find one eventually. I'll find one for a reasonable price. I mean, we were talking about Vectrex last night, and I could have got one for like 300 bucks 10 years ago. It's got to have been about 10 years ago. Maybe 8 or so, I don't know. But it had like a ton of games, all the overlays and everything, and it looked real good. And I probably had spent too much money on retro stuff at the time, so I didn't get it. And man, they're like 700 bucks now. There's one in town, and it's just... I cannot get over $700. I'm not paying that. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Ugh. My new TV didn't cost that much. I almost bought a Vectrex for $150, but my best friend wanted it more, so I let him get it. Well, that was nice of you. Oh no, Arna's dead. And Rick's about to be dead. See, these guys... Oh, I better run. We're gonna run, guys, because this is about to go very poorly. Oh, no. Can't run? We are in so much trouble. We are in trouble. Oh, we're done. This is some bull crap. This game, man, is hard. Run. Oh, we ran. Great. I think we have the money to do it. We just got to get to a town. Oh, there's a town. We found a town. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh, we got away. Now, if that were a Nat Geo, I'd have cut him if he asked. Oh, my God. I can't believe we got out of that. Okay. We have to find one of those places. Where are we? Oh, no. I can't help you. I need stores, and I need them now. I'm not talking to anybody. I don't want to start anything. No, shut up. I'm not talking to you. Alright, there's an item store. I need to bring us back from the dead store. There's a shield store. I can't believe we survived. No, I'm not talking to anybody. No. Unless you're a heal store. There's an inn. Okay, we know where the inn is. Yes. Please don't let it be super expensive. The clinic. Okay. 80? Jackal neck. Just look it up on Yelp. Brisby, what are you doing? Look, they doubled the price on me. They knew I was close to death, and they doubled the price. That is ridiculous. Alright, we're gonna go to the inn, because it saves. This town has been invaded by pirates. I'm glad I didn't talk to anybody. 50 gold? Man, I wonder if that's because pirates are in charge. Brisby, what are you up to tonight, sir? Alright, let's go to the shops. Alright, I'm gonna go see. Inflation. Alright, this is black magic. Wait, I gotta go to Tully Blanchard. Oh, ice level 2? Look how much that is. Alright, dark, ice, and I don't know what this is. And slow. I'm gonna get this, because I don't know what that is, but... Alright, let's leave. Need to talk to Wall Street Kid? Oh my god, Brother Bill. Brother Bill. Don't get... 500? Where am I getting all this money from? A scimitar? A hand axe? Oh my god. Alright, let me... Alright, I saved, right? Okay, I saved. Oh, I can't go in this building. Oh my god. Brisby was a part of the crew that didn't share information last night, and I was looking around for everything. Alright, let's see. Alright, looks like there's a lot of nothing going on in these places. Let me talk to Middleman. Yeah, okay. Town's been invaded by pirates, okay. I'm not gonna look at any more shops yet because I can't afford anything. I'm Bick, like the pen, the pirate, and surprised I am that you scurvy dogs, I don't know why the G's look like that, have the nerve to face me, mates. Get those... Oh, great. We're in a battle. Look how many of them there are. To be fair, I hate Final Fantasy so much that I have relegated as little memory as I can to the playthrough of this game. That I understand. What the hell? This may go badly. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna try this. Start with the back row for some reason. 12 damage, okay. Pirate. Oh, okay, he's dead. We have a fighting chance. Oh, he missed. Fighting chance. Oh, they keep missing. I love it. Oh, keep it up, you dumbass pirates. Oh, you know if Arn killed one, they're pretty tame. Okay, I think we're gonna be alright. That was scary, though. 9? How many freaking enemies can they fit on this? 9? I don't even remember in any Final Fantasy game having 9 enemies on the board at once. Can you? That's crazy. Brisby, are you still busy playing real life Wall Street Kid? Magic. Fire worked well, so let's use fire again. Chop, chop. Okay, their HP is 20 or lower. Yeah, they don't seem like they're all that bad. Which is funny because in a town would be like the best place to have to fight a battle like this. Because all you gotta do is walk up and fight this one battle, but... Hey, I'll take it. I'll take the win. I'm playing a game that's basically an economic simulator. Is that right? You must love numbers, sir. Yeah, you know when Tully Blanchard's just smacking people and killing them. I mean Barry Windham. Boop, boop, boop. Arg. Dead pirates. Smack them. We'll smack different ones. Fire. I hope I get some money for this. Because we really need a lot of money. Dun, dun, dun. Ineffective. Wonderful. Come on. Come on. Boom. You have been terminated. Oh, I got 360. Oh, that's good. Okay, you got me. Take my ship. We got a ship. It won't be any more bother, I promise. Alright, good. Well. Alright. Well, that's... Okay, that's kind of drat. The elves live across the sea. Matoya's herb is the only thing that will wake their prince. Okay. Alright, so I guess this will be our new grinding spot, because we can... Even though it's 50, maybe they'll give me a lot more money. Thank you. You don't need to be afraid of pirates anymore. Yeah. Get out of my way. So why don't... Now time to check prices again? Yeah, let's go... I agree with you. Let's go see if the shop prices went down. Come on. You know, I thought this game came out in 85. It came out in 87, and in North America in 89 or 90? 90. So, I'm gonna say they learned a lot by 90, and the prices went down. Let's see. 50 gold. So I rid their town of pirates, and they are still gouging me. Sons of bitches. Ridiculous. Alright. So everybody's healed up at the inn. Let's go outside. I really want... It was worth a shot. We had the same thought process. Oh, and there's the ship. Oh, I was gonna say, don't tell me I'm on the ship, because I don't want to go on the ship yet. Alright, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna get some fresh ice. I appreciate you guys hanging in there. And I know it's late, but we're having a good time, and I'll be right back after these messages.
From Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida.
This Nick Studios update was brought to you by Pizza Hut. What if one day you came home from school and found this? Now you know why Yogi just has to break the rules. In a world where between meal snacks are a crime, he's an outlaw, always on the run from the man with the badge.
Yogi, come back! I promise you a fair trial.
That food-loving fugitive bear is Nickelodeon's most wanted, Yogi Bear. Catch him weekdays at 4:30, 3:30 Central on Nickelodeon.
Spent 1,000 hours on my do-re-mi. Now it's time for chocolate. I really wanna have a Hershey's please. Now I'm talking chocolate.
Do you want to make more money? Sure, we all do. So call this free number to find out how easy it is to train at home for a better career. At ICS, more than 10 million men and women have prepared for new careers without setting foot inside a classroom. And now at home, in your spare time, you can get your diploma or your degree. Choose from any one of these courses: high school, TV, VCR repair, child daycare, computer programming, electrician, veterinary assistant, medical dental office, bookkeeping, legal assistant, interior decorating, drafting, hotel restaurant management, learning the personal computer, or get your degree. You can major in business management or accounting. Make this important call right now.
Call now for the free information Sally Struthers spoke about. Then decide if you want to train at home for a better job or career to make more money. Call 1-800-421-4900. There's no obligation and no salesman will visit you. Call 1-800-421-4900. Call now.
Give your kids a video game and it'll last a couple of years. Give them a bicycle, it may last its way through childhood. But give your kids a chance to do something that soars beyond their imagination. And they'll take home something that will last forever. This year, take home a Club Med vacation. Call your travel agent or 1-800-CLUB-MED.
Rockin', kickin'. It's a party and you're invited. The NBA All-Star Stay in School Jam. Check out the guest list. Master of Ceremonies Will Smith, Musical Dynamos Boys to Men, Tracy Spencer, and MC Light, and special appearances by the hottest entertainers. No RSVP necessary. Just mark your calendar for the Jam of the Year. The NBA All-Star Stay in School Jam. Saturday, February 8th, 12 noon Eastern on Nickelodeon.
Hi, I'm Kenneth Scott. What's the best way to kickstart your weekend? Find out. Tune in. Count down the week's top 10 videos with me on the Nick Hit List. Friday at 6:30, 5:30 Central. Right here in Nickelodeon's O-Zone.
Don't go away. Danger Mouse will be back after these messages. Nickelodeon agrees with grown-ups.
He must have
quite that wrong. Grown-ups say you need your daily vitamin C. And it's true. You do. C as in carousing, contortions, and cool as a cucumber.
Isn't life wonderful?
C for collisions with cowardly canines. We're talking C as in cat, the Heathcliff kind. So next time some grown-up tells you to take your vitamin C, take it to Nick for a mega dose of C-A-T. Heathcliff, your daily C. On Nickelodeon.
Being able to read and write are things that most people learn when they're kids. In fact, some of you may still be learning how. But for 20 million teenagers and adults in America, reading or writing this sentence is impossible.
Hold on. Get ready. As Nickelodeon presents...
Illiteracy means not being able to read or write based on a basic 6th grade English test. And all illiterates aren't adults. Some are kids who've dropped out of high school, and some have even graduated. Could you imagine going through high school and not being able to write a letter? Or even read the street signs in your neighborhood? Now, being illiterate doesn't mean someone's dumb, but most illiterates still feel too embarrassed to tell anyone. So if you know someone who needs some help, turn them on to a literacy program at your school or local library. Because learning how to read and write is really cool, and it's never too late to learn.
So how do Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Buns come to pass? No lie. I'm driving along, hauling this load of Dad's cinnamon buns, when like, whoa, I start shrinking. But don't know it till I make my delivery. Bummer. What do I do with these buns? Then I get this idea.
Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Buns, the cinnamon part of this complete breakfast.
Mega taste and crunchy mini buns. Cinnamon Mini Buns. Get it? True story.
Big pieces, little pieces, masterpieces, Reese's pieces, head pieces, neck pieces, hair pieces, Reese's pieces, eye pieces, nose pieces, mouth pieces, Reese's pieces, 3 pieces, 2 pieces, 1 pieces, Reese's pieces, time pieces, center pieces, mantle pieces, Reese's pieces, chest pieces, gold pieces, silver pieces, Reese's pieces, the famous flavor of Reese's peanut butter in a fun candy shell. You'll love them to pieces.
Last time on 15.
Dad, I would have explained, except I didn't get the chance.
This weekend, Ashley gets her chance in an all-new episode. It's part of 15 Weekend on Nickelodeon.
You're watching Nickelodeon. Now, back to Danger Mouse.
If you love Double Dare, crave goop, glop, and gat, join the crowd. Nickelodeon's taking Double Dare on the road live. Get tickets now and be there with Mark and Robin for the physical stunts, the obstacle course, and all the messy excitement. Be there when kids are picked right out of the audience to participate. You could play. You could get slime. You could win great Nickelodeon prizes.
We're coming to your city, and it won't be pretty.
The Double Dare Live Tour, presented by Double Checks, is sliming its way to the Philadelphia Civic Center February 1st. In New York, the Paramount Theater, Madison Square Garden, February 2nd.
To baseballs. And this capsule was the size of a swimming pool. Typewriters, toys, books, mannequins, they're all buried under a building at Oglethorpe University, where they'll stay for 6,000 years. Now's your chance to send your own gift to the future. What do you want to put in the Nick Time capsule? For details, stay with Nickelodeon.
Look over there! Wow! What is it? Star Trek cards!
Just arrived. Star Trek 25th Anniversary Trading Cards. Cards from the final frontier.
Inspector Gadget will be back faster than you can spell wowzers.
Wacky Wild!
Twin style!
Oh, yeah.
Let me introduce you to the Urkel doll. He's got my looks, my laugh, my voice, and all. Can I do that? So if you can't have me, get the next best thing. Talking Urkel. I just pull my string. The one and only Talking Urkel doll.
We don't need to tell you, life's tough.
I'm just trying to survive till junior high.
That's why Nickelodeon presents D-O-U-G Doug.
What should I do?
Doug. He's 2 eyes, 4 limbs, and 84 pounds of wishful thinking. Plagued by grown-ups, hounded by homework, a little nervous about girls. He's just a kid trying to make the grade. 7th grade.
What are you waiting for, funny? Hop to! Chop, chop!
Can Doug pull through?
How did I ever get into this mess?
Find out on Doug, one of the Nicktoons every Sunday morning at 10, 9 Central on Nick.
Loop-de-loop without hurting my knees. And now it's time for chocolate. I never really want to have a Hershey's place. Now I'm talking chocolate.
You're watching Nickelodeon. And now back to Inspector Gadget. Danger Mouse is next.
We've got a job to do.
On Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon presents true stories from famous people. When Dustin Hoffman was playing Captain Hook, he took his work home with him.
I came home a lot of times and talked to my kids as Hook. They wanted me to. I also found out I could get them to go to bed more on time, brush their teeth, get up in the morning when I really scared them good. Instead of giving him a kiss goodnight, I gave him a little hook.
You did?
Just kidding.
Look for Dustin Hoffman in Hook. And keep watching for more true stories from famous people on Nickelodeon.
Check this out. I got Tommy in the hole. I got his friend down in the mall. Want some candy? Sure. You can get your brother for telling your mother, or use him to get back at the girl who flirts with Jack. Listen. I got my best friend after school.
Nice shades.
Oh. So my teacher changed my mind. We're flirt squirting all the time. Look out!
Flirt squirt, squirt guns in disguise.
Coming up on Nickelodeon Studios Update after this message from Pizza Hut.
Nicktoons are now at Pizza Hut. Nickelodeon's Doug, Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy.
All right, we're back. I grabbed a quick bite to eat so I wouldn't get hungry, and now we are going to go to our new grind spot and see what kind of enemies we're going to have in this area. Let's see. And thanks for anybody who's still hanging out with me. Oh yeah, I want to go to the desert. I want to go see what kind of baddies are in the desert. Survive till junior high. Yeah, brother Bill, I know the feeling.
Jackal neck.
Do you have Star Trek trading cards? I have some Star Trek cards. I don't know if they're... I mean, what do you consider trading cards? Just any kind of, like, card? Yeah, I have some. I have a few that I was given that are over there near some of my Star Trek stuff. Do you? I have ships. You want to see Voyager? I got Voyager right here. Here's Voyager. She's pretty big. Oh, I missed that commercial. I must have walked out of the room. Did they really have a commercial for Star Trek trading cards? My goodness. Boop, boop, boop. Doo, doo. It's like people collected that like they collect baseball cards? Is that what was happening? Can you get a Trelane? Fight. Alright, we're gonna use magic. We're gonna magic it up. 25th anniversary trading cards, no less? Oh man, I'm gonna go back and take a look at that. Wonder how much those cost today on eBay. Pop up. We're fighting wolves. We're fighting wolf masters. That blue one in the front is a wolf master. Boom, boom, boom. Bum, bum, bum. There's a wolf master. Bum, 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 bum. Dr. Fuzzy Boots. Wolfmaster, why do you prefer the broadcast with the no cam? And do you guys like VTubers? Because I'm not really a fan. It's not to say you can't do it well. I don't know. I'd rather there not be any visual than the VTubing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Never liked being on camera? What didn't you like about it? I didn't have a webcam until I started this channel. I never felt comfortable with it. I didn't want it to, like, I don't know. Even back when people were getting them and talking online and talking to each other, camera to camera, I just stayed away from all that mess. Never wanted one. Didn't want to accidentally be seen. Someone's selling a sealed 36-pack for $9.99 on eBay? Darth, collect this. You should jump right on that. Or Brother Bill. Exactly. So that's how you feel. And it wasn't easy getting over it. I mean, damn it. Barry's dead because I wasn't paying attention. Those early Sky Coasterman broadcasts, like, it was a tough road to hoe getting used to being on, you know. The one thing that helps me is that I can see myself, because I got it set up so I can see, you know, what y'all are seeing. That at least helps me to know that, like, nothing weird's going on. Like, I wouldn't care about my hair sticking up, but let's say my hair was sticking up. I could see that my hair is sticking up. I really wouldn't care about that, but you know what I mean. If there's something unusual that I wouldn't like, at least I notice it. I only ever broadcast once on camera on Twitch. The rest was mic only. Heard. I only have one when video chatting with friends and family. Would if I had the money. See, that makes me more uncomfortable. Like, I would never... I don't even like talking to people on the phone, to be honest with you. So, if I was, like, doing the FaceTime and stuff like people do, I'm not into it. Alright, we got 58 gold, so we can rack up some gold. I mean, I didn't pay attention, and now one of my characters is dead. Wait, so did you finally get a second monitor? So... No, I don't have a second monitor, but what I did was I replaced my original monitor, which was like a standard monitor, with this ultra-wide. It's an ultra-wide monitor. I should put a picture up in, there's a picture in the Discord. I showed it off, but you'd have to scroll up. I should probably put one on Instagram so you guys can see. I mean, it is awesome. Yeah, I wanted 2 monitors, or 3, but I didn't want the breaks in between them. That would distract me, because I'm so damn, like, I don't know, weird about stuff. Oh, here we go. So, I just got this ultra-wide. I went down to... What is the store called? It was an awesome store, because it was like walking back into 1990. It really looked like it'd been around. Oh, yeah, Micro Center. See, Ashley knows. Ashley knows everything. Yeah, Micro Center. Went into Micro Center on my birthday last year and couldn't believe it. They even had salesmen. I was like, what is this? They had salesmen selling monitors, and I'm like, it was like going into Sears or something, or Service Merchandise, like in 1990. And they all was crowding around and trying to sell things, and they're like, oh, you should try this one. I'm like, no, I don't really like this one, but what about that one? They're like, oh, you like this one? And I'm like, maybe I like this one, I don't know, let me look. And it was a whole deal, and it was kind of interesting. Okay, we can buy gloves now, and a shield? An iron is 800? My god, man. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna buy gloves for everyone. Give it to Tully. Okay, buy more gloves. Give it to Arn. Okay, buy more gloves. Give it to Rick. And I'm gonna remember to go friggin' equip it all. Oop, no, not Rick. Ah, damn it. So you're no longer playing the game in a tiny window on a regular monitor where you can't read anything? Nope. I still have, because it's one monitor, I still have the same setup, but now everything is bigger. Like, playing a retro game, it used to be a really small window. You Brisby, remember, because you were playing NES on it. So now that it's so big, I can put the chat way over here. I could put, like, when Brother Bill subs, I could see it on that side. And then just, I can see my camera better now. And, yep, and now the game takes up the whole, because we're talking about retro games, it takes up the whole thing now. But I tell you what, these modern games, like Subnautica and stuff, is amazing on this monitor. Anything that's like, or No Man's Sky, it's just so cool to look all across. One of the best things I've ever gotten myself. I wanted a new TV and I wanted a new monitor, and I got the new monitor a year before I got the TV, because I wanted that so bad, so. And now I might have to, Sky playing a modern game. I've played a few. I don't know how modern. It is modern, but it's like, how old is No Man's Sky now? Like 5 years old? I bought it when it was new for the PlayStation, and then I didn't go back to it for a long time. You should broadcast No Man's Sky just for the stream title. I think, yeah, I know, right? The problem is my computer is, I'm having an overheat issue. The damn thing is 9 years old, and I stacked the deck with it. I really put a good one together, but it is starting to age on me. I know, but I really don't want to. Oh, 9 years of stuff on this computer. I don't want to move all that crap off of it to something else. Ugh. Alright, let's see. Oh, trade. I want to move these gloves to Barry Windham. Okay, I don't know how much that helps. How do you see how much this stuff helps? I don't know. My last one lasted 10 years. It's a good time to get a new one. I've never had a computer last this long. Usually it's like a 5-6 year deal. I cannot believe, but I really, like, when I got this thing, I had more RAM in it than most people were getting in it at the time, and I think it's still the standard. I think it's 16 that I have in there. I think you can get 32, but it's, like, not what most people get. I mean, I really did a good job with this computer, and I haven't had to think twice about it, other than a few minor hiccups. Alright, let's go grind some more for money. I got some gloves. I need some better weapons. Look at all these maidens. Alright, get out of my way. Maiden. Is she a pirate wench? Ships can stop only at ports. Oh, that's what that is out there. I was wondering what those weird things around certain areas look like. So, okay, I am gonna take this. Oh, cool. Look, we got a boat. I had no idea. Are you serious? Oh, first off, I guess oh no, I'm in trouble. I didn't realize I didn't heal myself, and I didn't realize there'd be random encounters in the ocean. This is insane. Alright, we better start curing. Barry Windham, cure yourself. 5 damage. Oh, I should have used lit. At least he missed and hit Ric Flair. Shoot a barrel at it? Oh my god. We should go back to Jaws on NES. I gotta beat that. I gotta beat that again. $35 damage? Still not dead? Alright, use lit. Oh, I can't. Son of a bitch. Alright. Fight. Fight. Alright, can you cure Tully Blanchard before he dies? 20. Did anybody else think that we were gonna get frickin' random encounters in the water on the boat? I did not anticipate that. I don't... The only time I remember... Dead. The only time I ever remember that was... You did? Brisby. The only time I ever remember something like that, it wasn't a random encounter. Like, one of the games you fight Leviathan. But, I just didn't see it coming. Again, for content. I know, because I was like, I'll just slip over to the original one and pay cheaper prices. Nope, here we are. Fighting sharks. Alright, we healing. Arn is definitely my least favorite character so far. But somebody... Are you serious? Wow, are we gonna have to run away? We might have to run away. 37 damage, kill him. Are you serious? Oh, thank God. Look at that, my white mage got rid of him. Thank God it wasn't 2 sharks. And I only got 66 gold for that. Alright, we gotta go back. Ugh. Please, no more random encounter. Wow. That was scary. You guys have anything fun planned for the next couple days? Has anybody played No Man's Sky and Starfield? Because I thought about getting that. I think the best thing that happened for No Man's Sky recently is that Starfield game came out, because I think it made people think, oh, you know what? I should go back to No Man's Sky. Alright, we're gonna go to the inn. Alright, now everybody should be healthy and healed. Have all their magics back. No Man's Sky was a game I wanted to play, but haven't. Well, when it originally came out, there was a lot of fuss about it, but... Alright, I'm just gonna walk around this area for a minute. There's a lot of fuss about it, but they overpromised and underdelivered, but since then, they've updated it a billion times, and there's a lot more content, so... I don't know, I like games like that too, but... Especially exploring. You know, there's combat, but it doesn't have to be a lot of combat. I mean, it's there, but... Then they added multiplayer and everything. Bum 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 bum. Boop boop boop. Ding ding ding. Doo doo. Ah. Brisby, what do you think? During GDQ, should we speedrun Space Shuttle Project and try to get our record back? Sure. Brisby's like, yeah, whatever. Whatever, dude. Terminated. Is GDQ this weekend? I don't know. It's coming up. I don't think it's this weekend. Maybe it is, though, actually. I don't know. It might be. What's today? Today's Wednesday. Well, now it's Thursday. Yeah, it might be this weekend. Are you going, Brisby? Brisby life. Darth Collectus, what's the best modern game to play right now? Because I would have no clue. I do have a Switch in my room now, though, and I have been playing Super Mario U. And I'm thinking about playing some Super Mario Wonder. Or Octopath Traveler, because I remember seeing that when it first came out, and I thought that might be a fun game to play, but I don't know. I don't know, I'm not sure yet. Doo-doo. Fight. Dun, dun, dun. This game is so grindy. And the battles are not quick. Do you guys like the battle system in Earthbound? I always think about playing that game, but the battle system looks weird. People say you get used to it, but I don't know. I don't know. Come on, don't be ineffective. Fight. They get a little faster as you level up, but it takes forever. Yeah, that might be one way. Maybe one way to make the battles faster is level up to a point where the curve is always higher than where they are. I can see that. I want to go fight one of those sharks again. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, okay, I see, okay. Boom, 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 boom. Damn, there's a lot of them again. Alright, fight. Let's get the easy guys out of the way. Fight this guy. Fight this guy. And you use fire on this guy. Feel like this game couldn't do that much in story, so in order to keep the game long, they just made it super grindy. You might be right about that. You know? That was a tactic that they used a lot. Yeah, let's put 4 levels in the game and let's make them super hard. I know what you want me to play, Brisby. You want me to play Super Pitfall on the NES. I still want to beat that game, I'm not gonna lie. But I think I would go into that game not just randomly running around. I think I really would look up what do you actually need to do. Because if we just run around all day, I mean, I've done that my whole life, and I have no idea, I still have no idea what you do in that game. But if I looked it up and had like a game plan, I think that might be fun. I can't use fire? Oh, you son of a... I mean, I'd rather play that than Marble Madness. Do you have anything... Well, do you have anything up for this game? What do you mean? Like a guide? No, I have no guide. But I mean, if this at least is a RPG, you know, it kind of guides you. No, I have no map. No. Marble Madness broadcast when? No. Oh my god, Brother Bill. Oh my god, no. Can't do that. Didn't the original game come with a map? It might have, but I don't have complete in-box NES games, so maybe it came with a map? I don't know. Da, da, da. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum, bum. Brother Bill, do you have any complete in-box games? The monsters perished. I'm trying to find the desert again. Oh, did somebody die? Oops. No, I don't think anybody died. No, but I should start using some heals. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I looked it up and it came with a map. Oh, nice. No, I had no idea. Alright, let's start here. Cure Ric Flair. You can't do magic anymore, so you're almost useless. A couple, mostly Amiga, a few of the new Amiga games in box, heard, which is why I think it would be fair for you to have a map open in the game. I'm right there with you, but like I said, maybe you weren't here for it, maybe you were. In 1990, when I got this game, if I got this game then, if I didn't have that map, because I bought it in this condition, just with the cart, I wouldn't have the internet to go look that up. Did the internet exist in 1990? I don't know. Like, that was like Prodigy time, right? Was there a map online? Maybe, but I don't think I would have thought to go look for it. I don't know. I'm weird. I admit it. I got a bunch of Nintendo Powers upstairs too. I'm sure there's a Nintendo Power that has got some of this. Friggin' Sting. Critical hit on who? Dante, boy, did I look for Sting tickets to his last match. Critical hit! The man called Sting. The man called Sting. Man, I need to find... Let's see. I need to find a place to go heal up. Dante, what are you up to, sir? In 1991, you would have had the game in the box with the guide, so I think... Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, Brother Bill, but honestly, even back then, I didn't really... I didn't buy games that... I didn't keep the boxes, so I doubt I would have kept the map. I'm stupid like that. I don't know what it is. But I hear you guys. I hear you. Nobody would fault me for using a map. I appreciate it. The map's the least of my concern. I need a freaking layout that says what each item does and all the magic spells and all that crap. That's what I really need. I need Nintendo Power. Dante, bring me a Nintendo Power. Dante. Dante. What, when you go to these wrestling promotions, these local wrestling promotions, like, do you know who any of the wrestlers are gonna be? Like, do you go so many times that you, like, get into, like, these regional guys, and are there storylines? And, like, what do you get excited about? I'm endlessly fascinated. And this is a dead end. I'm in trouble. It's like, the name of the game is don't go too far from your base. Watching you, waiting for Pity to finish work, listening to my custom WCW music album. I took the cover to the one WWE release, 2014, but put all my own custom tracks. Nice. Is American Males on there? Hey, we have Creeps. We got Brisby and we got Darth Collectus. I think Darth Collectus was the one that claimed one earlier. Fight. Damn cough. I'm getting some critical hits. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Missed. Dun, dun, dun. Dun. Actually, nope, but there's always room for additions. American Males, American Males, American Males. I added American Males earlier today. I added Y2J, I added Val Venus, I added HBK, I added the WCW Nitro theme, I added Hacksaw Jim Duggan. These were most of them that I already had in there before, but I took them off for some reason. I added Disco Inferno back. I put Eric Bischoff back in there, and I put the American Males. That's the one I really wanted on there. That's why I was in there tinkering with them. And I was like, I'll just put these back up. No big deal. Bum, bum, bum. American Males. American Males. I know you're a big Buff Bagwell fan, aren't you, Electro Dante? Didn't you have a poster of Buff Bagwell up when you were a kid on your wall? Doo-doo-doo. Brother Bill strikes me as a Ric Flair fan. Oh, Ric Flair is looking weak. He's got 12 HP. Oh, who leveled up? Rick? Nice. Agility up. I wonder why the G's look like that. Why couldn't they use a G, a normal G? Ric Flair wasn't bad. Who'd you like? Dusty Rhodes? Macho Man? Lex Luger? And for the most part, me and Pity have made an alliance with the local manager. He also officiated our wedding last October. Oh, nice. Back when wrestling was good. Wait, is somebody dead? Is somebody dead? No, nobody died. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go in myself. And the Macho Man. I think Ashley likes Lex Luger a lot. Oh man, so I'm at the end of 95, Starrcade 95, and it just, the Dungeon of Doom's been a thing recently, and, you know, Jimmy Hart comes out with Lex Luger. Jimmy Hart comes out with Kevin Sullivan. Jimmy Hart comes out with, the other day he came out with Ric Flair for no reason. It's just Jimmy Hart, Jimmy Hart, Jimmy Hart. It's like, I love Jimmy Hart. It's so funny watching him with Hulk Hogan sometimes. But man, he is just, comes out like 3 and 4 times in a show. And it's just too much. Alright, I'm looking for where the weapons are. So I can figure out how much I need to save to give my fighter a good weapon. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. I also need some of that black magic. All right, let's see. What kind of weapon? Okay, that's 550. A hand axe is 550. So we need 550 to give my fighter a good weapon. And then I'm still trying to figure out if I even need to give a weapon to my black belt. Like, does it help him? I don't know. It sucks you can't walk behind these buildings. Ooh, yeah. We're back on the chain gang. Huh. I'm just gonna walk around in this general vicinity. Hope I don't die. What the hell? Oh my god, look at all these guys. This is outrageous. Truly, truly outrageous. Alright, light his ass up. Look at all these guys. There's 8 of them. I wonder how random the random encounters are. Like, talking about, do the amount of enemies you get, is it like, does it go in succession in an area? I wonder. A Pixel Master of Final Fantasy 1 is on the iPad? Yeah, this has been out for a while, hasn't it? Because they've been doing all kinds of Pixel... Didn't they just do Pixel Perfect 6? Or am I dreaming that? Kill the wolf. Nice, he's dead. Yup. Well, they gotta end with 6, right? How can you do Pixel Perfect 7? I don't think you can. So I think they're out of luck after 6. Boom, boom, boom. They'll have to go back to the drawing board. Dun-dun-dun. Brother Bill, you need a Pixel Perfect Mario Sunshine. And Brisbane needs a Wall Street Kid where the wife acts a little more adult than the one in the game. Yes, it goes from 1 to 6 on iOS. Heard. Dun, 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 dun. I have it on my Switch. Okay, now we gotta fight the blue guys. Fight. I should have used magic. What the hell is my problem? Brother Bill, what's your favorite game on the Switch? Because I'm trying to find what games I want to play. I'm missing you since you've been gone. away. And we began to rock. Steady, steady rocking all night long. Mario Kart 8? Everybody says that. You know, I had Mario Kart 8 for my Wii U, so I always think of it as a Wii U game. And I played a lot of it. So, I don't know. It's a great game. I think it's the best Mario Kart game that has come out since the original one. But I haven't played it in a couple years now. Been playing a lot of Suka game lately. Me too, brother Bill. Me too. Oh, I've been trying to get two watermelons. How far have you gotten in that? Fall Guys? I never tried that one. Suka game, I'm right there with you. I call it melon game, and people laugh at me. I say melon game. And then I explain to the people who don't understand what that is, what melon game is. Yeah, I really want to get like 2 watermelons, because nobody tell me if you already know, but I have a theory about what happens if you get 2 watermelons. We'll end the discussion there. I don't want anybody giving anything away. Da, 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 da. Monsters be perished. Get out of here. I dash you away. Barry leveled up. Good for you, Barry. Dun 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 dun. Brisby, do you have a Switch? You do know what happens, Dark Collectus? Don't tell me. No spoilers for Melon Game. Yeah. I have one of 3 theories. One is you end up with 2 damn melons and your game is pretty much done at that point. 2, they cancel each other out and there's no melon at that point and you can continue and get a super awesome score. 3, they merge into a fruit that is secret. I think they cancel each other out and then it's gone. But nobody tell me. You throw a very fancy barbecue. Yeah, it turns into ribs. I love ribs, man. Oh God, barbecue ribs. Now you got me going. I'm gonna have to go to a barbecue restaurant tomorrow. Damn it, Darth Collectus. Alright. How much money do I have? 400. Let's go heal, and then, because I don't think let me see where my people are. 104, 80. Oh, I don't have to heal yet. What the hell's my problem? Let's just go fight. There are worse things to do with your time tomorrow. I think you're right. Darth Collectus, you want to go eat barbecue tomorrow? Ah! And thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate y'all. And Brother Bill, man. That's a nice resub there. Friggin' 32 months overall? Good God almighty. 32 months. We taking my car, yours? Well, 2 of my cars, 2 out of 3 of my cars are inoperable. I guess we'll take yours. And then after we can go to the Omni and watch WCW. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. You're a cool Sky. I don't care what Brisby says about you. Most people don't care what Brisby says. I'm right there with you. Do, do. Brisby, I made your emote free. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Now that it's letting me. I made Brisby and the Max emote for free. Yeah, exactly. There you go, Brisby. Use it at your leisure. Unless you want me to retire it. I don't know if you still like it or not. He might want me to retire it. I don't know. Oh, we're gonna hit nothing now. Do you guys like automatic fighting systems, like where you just tell it to fight? Because I know in those Pixel games they added that, didn't they? It is found nowhere else. I thought you were telling me at first that it is found somewhere else. I was like, where? But I wouldn't be surprised. Everything gets copied to death. Maybe there was a fan of that show somewhere. What is the name of that show? Shoot. I don't remember. Brisby's gonna have to tell me. It's been a long time and I never watched it. Venture Brothers, there you go. The irony that I have an emote with Venture Brother characters and I don't even watch the show. I say we go to the Houston Coliseum instead and watch WCCW. Main event is Freebirds versus the Von Erichs. You really love the Von Erichs, don't you? Was that you that said you love the Von Erichs? What about Bobby Eaton? Do you love Bobby Eaton? Texas, baby. Who's the most famous wrestler to come out of Texas? I'm trying to think. It's gotta be somebody who talked about Texas. Texas? We going to Texas? And let's use a cure. Cure. And let's cure ourselves. Is the Undertaker really from Texas? I didn't realize that. What are those four? What are these 4 dots at the top here? I can't go over there. What is that? I don't know. Undertaker. I did not realize. How much money do we have? Golly, it's a slow burn. Oh, shoot. I think Iguana gives good money. Let's fight Iguana. Fight. Fight. You can't do magic. Fight. Alright, you can do magic. Use lit. Oh, I can't use it anymore? Damn, I ran out. Shoot. Haha. That's a Mike emote that Duo made, isn't it? That Duo is so talented, man, with those emotes. I was just talking to him tonight about how much I appreciate him and my Max emote. Do 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 do. Yeah, those emotes are awesome. That's like, however he does it, I don't know what to call the style or whatever, but however he does it is like my favorite type of emotes. I don't know how to explain it. Dun, dun, dun. All we can do is fight. Nobody's got any magic, and I'm okay not to heal. Here, I'll heal anyway, just in case. Fight this iguana. Has anybody had an iguana in their life? I always stuck with dog. Really, I just stuck with dogs. I never had birds. I didn't have... We had a rabbit when I was growing up, but I didn't really pay much attention to the rabbit. But I had a friend that had a lizard at one point. I don't know. It's pixel art, but he always manages to use light and shadows and emotes better than anybody I've ever seen. Yeah, that exactly. That's exactly how I would say it too. Yeah, he's crazy good at that. Freaking crazy. All right, how much money do I have now? I have 509. I need enough for a weapon and to use the inn. And it's a bunch of wolves. Fight the wolves. Wolfpack is back, causing mass destruction. Wolfmaster's back, causing mass destruction. I guess you would say it has emotes. The emotes have depth than anyone else? Yeah. I agree. Oh! Terminated. Come on, Arn Anderson, do something. They're missing a lot. Missing you since you've been gone. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. You know what I liked on Saved by the Bell? I liked when they went, like, on, like, summer break. And they worked at the Malibu Sands, and they were at the beach, and there was no Mr. Belding for like 7 episodes. I like Mr. Belding, by the way, but I just liked how it was different. And that it didn't make any sense for Mr. Belding to be there, so he wasn't. And Leah Remini was like mean. Dun, dun, dun. Missed. And of course, I was younger than all those kids on Saved by the Bell, so when I watch it today, I still feel like I'm younger than those kids. It's a weird dynamic. They don't seem like kids. See, okay, Rick is acting like he's almost dead, but he's still got 31, which before that was like half. So, that's an interesting change. Ineffective. Alright, I'm not gonna heal. Well, maybe I will heal Rick. Okay, I'm gonna heal him anyway. I changed my mind. Bum, bum, bum. Oh! Dun, 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 dun. Do-do-do. I can't believe that victory song has been in this game since the very beginning. All right, how much money do we have now? 545. I really need... I think I need one more. I think I can do it with one more. But I don't want to be too far just in case things go south. Come on, random encounter me up. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's creeps. It's all you, Brisby. It's all you. Creep! Hit that creep. Oh, missed. One damage. Oh, I hate it. Missed. Uh-oh. 9 damage. Yeah, this kind of stinks. I need magic is what I need. Can I use any more cures? Oh, I can. Alright, cure up Tully Blanchard. Really what I should have cured up is Ric Flair just in case, because he's the only one that can do any damage to these guys. See? Damn it. 12 damage. 12 frickin' damage from the black belt. Oh! Oh, that missed. Good. Cure! Bum, 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 bum. Ah! Okay, 19 damage. See that? None of them are hitting all that well. Can I cure again? Nope. We're done with that. Alright, just fight, 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 fight. Fight! Oh! Ric Flair's dead. Which is gonna cost me more money if we survive this. Oh, 22 damage? That was good. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. This is outrageous. Truly, truly outrageous. 20 was a critical hit. Is he dead? Nope. I'm scared. Okay. Bum bum ba bum. Dun 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 dun. Na 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 All right, Tully Blanchard leveled up to 5. Usually you start at like 5. All right, let's go. Let's go bring. Every time I enter a building or something or a town, it sounds like I'm about to go into a battle. I wonder if it's the same sound. All right, let's heal up. Rick. Yeah, it cost me 80 gold, so now I can no longer afford my frickin' weapon. And now we have to go to the inn. We're gonna inn it up. Okay, good, good, good. Alright, I'm gonna stand right here. And we're gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back after these messages.
Daycare, computer programming, electrician, veterinary assistant, medical dental office, bookkeeping, legal assistant, interior decorating, drafting, hotel restaurant management, learning the personal computer, or get your degree. You can major in business management or accounting. Make this important call right now.
Call now for the free information Sally Struthers spoke about. Then decide if you want to train at home for a better job or career to make more money. Call 1-800-421-4900. There's no obligation and no salesman will visit you. Call 1-800-421-4900. Call now.
Give your kids a video game and it'll last a couple of years. Give them a bicycle, it may last its way through childhood. But give your kids a chance to do something that soars beyond their imagination. And they'll take home something that will last forever. This year, take home a Club Med vacation. Call your travel agent or 1-800-CLUB-MED.
Jamming, rocking, kicking. It's a party and you're invited. The NBA All-Star Stay in School Jam. Check out the guest list. Master of Ceremonies Will Smith. Musical Dynamos Boys to Men. Tracy Spencer and MC Light. And special appearances by the hottest entertainers. No RSVP necessary. Just mark your calendar for the Jam of the Year. The NBA All-Star Stay in School Jam. Saturday, February 8th, 12 noon Eastern on Nickelodeon.
Hi, I'm Kenneth Scott. What's the best way to kickstart your weekend? Find out. Tune in. Count down the week's top 10 videos with me on the Nick Hit List. Friday at 6:30, 5:30 Central. Right here in Nickelodeon's O-Zone.
Don't go away. Danger Mouse will be back after these messages. Nickelodeon agrees with grown-ups.
I must have heard that wrong.
Grown-ups say you need your daily vitamin C. And it's true, you do. C as in carousing, contortions, and cool as a cucumber.
Isn't life wonderful?
C for collisions with cowardly canines. We're talking C as in cat, the Heathcliff kind. So next time some grown-up tells you to take your vitamin C, take it to Nick for a megadose of C-A-T. Heathcliff, your daily C. On Nickelodeon.
Being able to read and write are things that most people learn when they're kids. In fact, some of you may still be learning how. But for 20 million teenagers and adults in America, reading or writing this sentence is impossible.
Hold on. Get ready. As Nickelodeon presents.
Illiteracy means not being able to read or write based on a basic 6th grade English test. And all illiterates aren't adults. Some are kids who've dropped out of high school, and some have even graduated. Could you imagine going through high school and not being able to write a letter? Or even read the street signs in your neighborhood? Now, being illiterate doesn't mean someone's dumb, but most illiterates still feel too embarrassed to tell anyone. So if you know someone who needs some help, turn them on to a literacy program at your school or local library. Because learning how to read and write is really cool, and it's never too late to learn.
So how do Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Buns come to pass? No lie. I'm driving along, hauling this load of Dad's cinnamon buns, when like, whoa, I start shrinking. But don't know it till I make my delivery. Bummer. What do I do with these buns? Then I get this idea.
Kellogg's Cinnamon Mini Buns, the cinnamon part of this complete breakfast.
Mega taste and crunchy mini buns. Cinnamon mini buns. Get it? True story.
Big pieces, little pieces, masterpieces, Reese's Pieces, head pieces, neck pieces, hair pieces, Reese's Pieces, eye pieces, nose pieces, mouth pieces, Reese's Pieces, 3 pieces, 2 pieces, 1 pieces, Reese's Pieces, time pieces, center pieces, mantle pieces, Reese's Pieces, chess pieces, gold pieces, silver pieces, Reese's Pieces, the famous flavor of Reese's peanut butter in a fun candy shell. You'll love them to pieces.
Last time on 15.
Matt, I would have explained, except I didn't get the chance.
This weekend, Ashley gets her chance in an all-new episode. It's part of 15 Weekend on Nickelodeon.
You're watching Nickelodeon. Now, back to Danger Mouse.
If you love Double Dare, crave Goop, Glop, and Gat, join the crowd. Nickelodeon's taking Double Dare on the road live. Get tickets now and be there with Mark and Robin for the physical stunts, the obstacle course, and all the messy excitement. Be there when kids are picked right out of the audience to participate. You could play. You could get slimed. You could win great Nickelodeon prizes.
We're coming to your city, and it won't be pretty.
The Double Dare Live Tour, presented by Double Checks, is sliming its way to the Philadelphia Civic Center February 1st. In New York, the Paramount Theater, Madison Square Garden, February 2nd.
To baseballs. And this capsule was the size of a swimming pool. Typewriters, toys, books, mannequins, they're all buried under a building at Oglethorpe University, where they'll stay for 6,000 years. Now's your chance to send your own gift to the future. What do you want to put in the Nick-Time capsule? For details, stay with Nickelodeon.
Look over there! Wow! What is it? Star Trek cards!
Just arrived. Star Trek 25th Anniversary Trading Cards. Cards from the final frontier.
I saw the Star Trek trading cards, and you know what? Now that I saw them, I recognize them. I never had any, but it did look like something I either saw in a store a long time ago or who knows what. But that was crazy. All right, let's get back to this very story-heavy game of Final Fantasy. Urgh. I see those card packs at shows all the time. Do you really? I never got into trading cards. I have, let's see. Everybody's healed up, right? Yeah. Everybody's level 5. Good. I have baseball cards still from when I was a kid. I don't know if anything's worth anything, and I don't really care. I just have them in a box. They're actually in a Nintendo 64 controller box. I want to go fight in that desert. Let's go to the desert. But, I never got into trading cards. I just didn't. The only one I got signed to was a John Smoltz. John Smoltz signed a card for me. And that was cool. A friend of mine is into them. He sells them online. Yeah, I couldn't get into the trading, and I kind of understand why it was fun, like, back in the day. Kids had a lot less going on. I mean, I could see that being like some 1950s version of online games, you know? Something you can do with your friends and trade. Makes people feel like they're a part of something bigger. I don't know, maybe I'm just reading into that too much, but... Terminated. I really want to get to that desert. Desert. Come on. Hey, wait. We did that in the 70s. I just threw out a decade. 70s worked too. You didn't have online. You didn't have computers that you could use at home. When did baseball cards get popular? I mean, they've been around for a while. It was before the 70s, so... You probably shared that with a couple decades, Brother Bill. Brother Bill probably had disco cards. Baseball cards go back to the early 1900s? Yeah, I knew they'd been around for a long time. Probably as long as baseball's been around. They were always popular when I was a kid. I wonder how popular they are now. Does anybody care? That's the thing about... I don't know. Alright, I gotta use some sort of magic. Alright, light his ass up with fire. Alright, you guys all punch him. Fire! 2 damage. Oh, that sucks. It's a smaller community, but there are a lot of people that are into them. I wish retro game collecting would become a smaller community, and I don't mean because all of them are collectors and resellers and wada game assholes and heritage auction collaborators and colluders. Did see Saturday Night Live in the theater? Nice. And they make special ones with hologram signatures and uniform pieces. All right, we're back to the desert. I want to see what I want to see if there's cactrots or cactars. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Creeps. We already fought creeps. We already fought Brisbees. Damn, yo. All right, kill these creeps. I need water. I'm dying. They just recently had a tabletop game convention here. Really? Kill the creeps. 27 damage. Bum, bum, bum. I'm leaning in a weird way, so I'm over here now. I apologize if that's weird. And there are 2 stores here that host tabletop game nights. Yeah, there's a few stores around here that do that too. I think there's a couple comic book stores, and a couple of retro game stores. All right, I need to use a heal on Tully Blanchard. Oh, good. The first creep is down. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I know everybody else fell asleep, but I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. Oh, bam, bam, bam. All right, you use... Fire didn't work. Or maybe it... Ooh, I don't remember what I used last time. All right, use that on him. I want to heal Tully Blanchard. Dude, these are weird statements I'm making. Gonna heal Tully Blanchard up. Cure Tully Blanchard. Good, good, good. I want a little wizard, black mage plush. I wonder if those exist. They got to. Boop, 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 boop. All right, take this creep out. My favorite enemy is called Mind Candy, and he's not in this game. Mind Candy's in Super Nintendo's Final Fantasy III. Mind Candy. All right. All right, can you cure again? All right, now I feel better about Tully Blanchard there. So I can use this 4 times now. What about... I can use it 4 times there too, and I haven't bought any level 2 spells yet. Because everything takes money. Alright, I'm gonna fight one more time. If this is another creep, I'm gonna be real pissed. How much money do I have? 585? Okay. Oh no, these guys F me up every time. And there's 4 of them, and I can't use my magic. Screw it, we're leaving. I can't. I can't with these guys. It's just not working. We're not fast enough yet. Or, we're not strong enough yet. I need better magic and stuff. Ugh. Mad Pony. Can't run. Run, dude, run. All right, I think that close call. Yes. All right, let's get out of here. It doesn't look like there's anything worth doing in the desert. I thought there'd be, like, different enemies, but clearly there are not. All right, I can take you on. Missed. And I need to get my wizard out of that front spot there. All right, everybody just hit. Just hit. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Fight. Brother Bill, did you ever go to Atlanta Fulton County Stadium? I really like that stadium. I know that everybody didn't like all the cookie cutter stadiums, but I actually like that one. You could really get the wave going real well, too. You have not? Well, it's long gone now. You won't be going anytime soon. Iguana must be dead. Come on. Come on, Arn. Get stronger, buddy. The wave, really? What? What do you mean? You remember the wave, right? They try to do it in stadiums, but now all the stadiums are like broken up. Remember, I'm a Mets fan? That may have been risky. Yeah, back in the day, I always remember them playing the Phillies, and they were awful. Yes, it's terrible. Well, like, the wave was cool. Oh, darn. Tully's dead. The wave was cool if you could get a stadium like Atlanta Fulton County Stadium where the seating went all the way around and never stopped. But now it's all broken up. So when people try to start the wave, it looks real good in one section, and then it peters off, and then they use their imagination, and then it comes back, and it's just not the same. It's just not the same. Tully's dead. Monsters perished. All right, he gave me the gold I need for the inn, but now I gotta bring Tully back to life, and that's like 80. Ugh. Spend more money bringing people back to life than anything else. Ah! The wave is only acceptable when it's the 8th inning and the home team is up by 10 runs and the crowd is really bored. I don't agree. I think it's good to throw the wave out there like twice a game. Get it going for like 5 minutes. If your stadium can handle it, which most of them can't. I just think it's fun. It's a group activity. I'd rather that than like, you know, you watch wrestling now and the whole audience starts chanting the same thing, and now the wrestlers have figured it out and like get them to do it. Like when they were chanting Day One Douchebag the other day with The Rock, and it's like, I don't know, maybe it's the leader in me doesn't like being the sheep, but and I like participating and stuff, but there's just certain things that I'm just like rolling my eyes. And I hated the what chants back in the day too. It was funny when Stone Cold was out there and people were chanting what with him, but once he was gone, it's like, what are we doing? The fans should be focused on the game, not the wave. Brisby, I agree with you and disagree at the same time, because there are times when it's an experience. You could say that about going to get a hot dog. You know, hey, you should be watching the game instead of going to get that hot dog. But it's a thing. There are a couple of minor league teams around here. Those stadiums are small but cool, and you still do the wave. Yeah, you know what else we have? The Savannah Bananas. I don't know if anybody's seen them, but I'd like to go. But all their tickets are like sold out all the time. Dun 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 dun. Yeah! Dun 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 dun. Ah! Dun 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 dun. Ah! Dun 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 dun. Man, that was long, but I liked it because I didn't have to say anything. What's up, Boo Star? It's good to see you, buddy. It's 2 days in a row I've seen you. I'd like to go to Savannah Banana Game. Yeah, I looked for tickets even in other towns to see if they were available, and it's like they're all sold out all the time. I hated the fans chanted, "You suck" at Kurt Angle after he lost his retirement match. I didn't see that. But I always loved when they chanted, "You suck" at Kurt Angle, but that kind of sucks if, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to see it. I know that was just shtick, but it didn't feel appropriate at the moment, right? That makes sense to me, Darth Collectus, that you felt that way. I wouldn't have been happy about that either. I mean, I know people are getting into it, but no. It's a retirement match. I don't even remember having a retirement match. Where did he have that match? We have the Zebulon Mudcats east of Raleigh and the Kingston Wood Ducks. They're A+, so tickets aren't bad to get. Heard. WrestleMania 2 or 3 years ago. And everybody knew it was a retirement match. I have to go back and find that. All right. Guys, should I get the... Okay. Should I get... He lost to Baron Corbin? Oh, brother. Should I get the hand axe or the short sword for Ric Flair? They're the same price. I don't know if there's a difference in quality. What? I don't know. But what do you guys think I should get? I'm going to leave it up to you. Know the Durham Bulls, they're AAA, and getting their tickets can be rough. But Sky, you can still do the wave in most minor league stadiums. I know, that's what we were talking about. I might have to go to a game just to do the wave. You know? I know you're a Braves fan, Brother Bill. You can say Mets all you want, but I know you love the Braves. You live in Braves country, sir. And the Braves are America's team. A for Atlanta. Is nobody going to tell me what weapon I should get? Brisbee's like, you should get the iron. I knew because I read the dirt sheets. It came out sometime before the match that Kurt had requested Cena for his final match, but Vince wanted him to finish the story with Corbin. Oh, that's lame. Mets. Alright, I guess I will get the short. This game sucks. Cat Cube. Baron Corbin's your hero. I don't know if Hey, Cat Cube. Good morning. I don't know if Cat Cube's just being, what's the term? Contrarian, or if he really, or she really doesn't like Final Fantasy. Hey, it is very grindy. We are learning, but I've always had this game in my collection, and I never did anything with it, and now I see why. But I'm having fun because I'm able to talk to the chat a lot with this game. No, for an NES RPG, the game kind of sucks. So Cat Cube, you can really help me out. What is your favorite RPG for the NES? Like, did you have a favorite? Because I've heard like people like Star Tropics. I don't know if that's really RPG or not. I haven't played enough of it. I mean, I said I don't like it. You did say it, Brisbee. Well, both of those statements can't possibly be true. Baron Corbin, I don't know a lot about. But I do know a lot about Kurt Angle, and that is a shame if they were saying you suck during his retirement match. Dragon Warrior 3? I've never played a Dragon Warrior either. If I start with 1, will I be disappointed? I think I have a couple. I think there's 4 Dragon Warriors on the NES, I think. And I think I have 3 of them. I think. But I do hate 99% of RPGs. Yeah, I know that about you, Brisbee. You like hockey games. He got a medal with a broken neck. He did. Right here in Atlanta, the 1996 Olympic Games. So, Cat Cube, I'm going to let you affect the game. Do you want me to get a short sword or the hand axe? Like, NES RPGs are terrible. I know this, but the Super Nintendo is like the best for RPGs. The absolute best. My favorite RPGs ever are all on the Super Nintendo. All right, Cat Cube has helped me out. We're gonna get the hand axe. We're gonna give it to Ric Flair. By the way, we're the 4 Horsemen. All right, I think I have it, and I think I gotta go equip it. That was a mistake we made yesterday. Weapons.
Jackal-neck.
Oh, Sky, what are your top 3 for SNES? My top 3 games? Oh, okay, so my favorite game of all time, which I have not really played in a while. Oh, it's already equipped? No, it's not equipped. Hold on, let me... Okay, so I should probably sell this rapier, but... And he can't even have that. Okay. I see a healthy collection behind you. Yeah, that's my NES games. I have about 500 something. Did you... Okay, so my top 3 Super Nintendo games. Okay. Final Fantasy. These are not the best Super Nintendo games. These are my favorite Super Nintendo games. Okay. Final Fantasy 3 on the Super Nintendo is my all-time favorite game. Link to the Past. This is everybody's. Link to the Past and... Am I really gonna say this? Uniracers. I love that game. I love the music. I love the challenge of it. Uniracers. But there are so many good games, man. I mean, I don't have as many Super Nintendo games as I do NES games, but I got a fair amount of it. You never played it? Most people haven't. Link to the Past is in your top 10. I mean, Chrono Trigger's great. Pilot Wings I love. All the Donkey Kongs. I know people complain about the third one. I like them all. Wall Street Kid, well, we're talking about Super Nintendo games. Wall Street Kid didn't make it to the Super Nintendo, I don't think. What else is great on the Super Nintendo? ActRaiser we played on the channel. I love the NES, but there are only around 20 decent games. You know what I like about the NES is I like how experimental some of the games are. Like, there's some really unique stuff. And I'm not talking about, like, the Taboo game. I'm not talking about the Miracle Piano. I'm just talking about regular games that they tried different things. I think a lot of unique stuff came out of the NES that the stuff that didn't work, I don't think made it to the Super Nintendo. But I think there's stuff that did make it, like, and helped along the way. I think it really did help some developers figure out what not to do and what games weren't gonna work. Hatris is a good example. Have you guys played Hatris? It's a puzzle game with hats. I love it. Oh no, the Mad Ponies. They have some early strategy games on NES, some point and clicks. Yeah, like Maniac Mansion is on the NES. North and South, which I've never played, but it looks interesting every time I see it. Oh, was it an NES game? I don't know much about it other than you have PTSD from it. There's an airport management sim on the SNES. Yeah, I have it. They invented a lot of varieties. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I appreciate the NES because... And that's why I have stupid games over there like Sesame Street and like Family Feud and games that I will probably never play again. But I wanted every NES game I could get my hands on until it got so expensive it was ridiculous. And collectors like me don't want to touch it. What should I play, Brisby? Anticipation. Oh, I loved that show when I was a kid. It's hard to watch now, but I loved that show. Oh yeah, Aerobiz. Yeah, we could play that, Brisby. Actually, I like Anticipation. I loved that show. I did. Oh my god, Anticipation. In fact, I saw somebody post, I don't remember where it was, maybe it was on Reddit, this was probably 6 months ago, but somebody was watching an old episode of Anticipation and the puzzle that was on TV in that episode was the puzzle that they put on the box art for Anticipation. And it was probably on the cart itself. And I thought that was so funny. All right, I need to pay attention to this battle before I get my ass handed to me. I really want to kill these mad ponies. The NES stole it? Well, I mean, it was probably a licensing deal. I don't know. Back then, though, you could kind of get away with some stuff, too, even if it wasn't. That's why when you watch, like, old WCW or WWF, a lot of times you see, like a fake Spider-Man that's clearly a ripoff. I mean, look at the Shockmaster. He was literally just wearing a Stormtrooper helmet painted with, like, silver. That ain't right. Star Wars would pitch a fit today. Or Disney. Yeah. And then, like, ECW used to use licensed music all the time, but nobody was paying attention from those companies that would be suing over it. Best botch ever. Cat Cube, a Stormtrooper helmet. Who thought he would notice? I know. Oh my god. None other than the Shockmaster. Ugh. What's worse, the Shockmaster or the Yeti? Hey, we're actually doing okay in this battle. The frickin' Yeti, man. The Yeti was a frickin' mummy. The Yeti, well, what was worse is that it ended up on pay-per-view. The Yeti was a mummy named the Yeti after, like, an abominable snowman type character, and he came out and he pretty much humped who? Hulk Hogan? He was humping him. Shock is more memorable. The Shockmaster was at least funny. Oh, well, I agree with that. I agree with that. Cat Cube, I've been watching WCW recently. I'm up to Starrcade 95. So the Yeti is very much in, like, it was the last pay-per-view or the pay-per-view before Halloween Havoc or something. Hogan sandwiched between the Giant and the Yeti, and they were just humping him. They're like humping him. It's crazy. The Yeti. Oh my god. What's worse, the Yeti or like when RoboCop came out or when they had Chucky like doing weird stuff? I think it's the Yeti. It's gotta be the worst. Do I want to go heal and spend money? I'm gonna try to use this Magix again. Use another cure. Oh god, I'm gonna have to use a lot of cures to cure him up. Alright, we'll do another battle. Hey, I beat those horses probably the first time that we beaten horses. I didn't know about RoboCop and Chucky showing up in WCW. Well, Chucky was like on the screen. By that point, they had a Titantron or whatever they wanted to call it. But RoboCop, I guess it was a tie-in with the movie, and yeah, no, it wasn't good. I think somebody was locked in a cage, and he walks out there and rips the door off. WCW did a lot of weird movie promotions. They really did. Yeah, we were talking about Ready to Rumble yesterday and what an awesome movie that is and how everybody should go watch Ready to Rumble. Maybe we should watch Ready to Rumble on Discord. I would do that. We always talked about watching movies on Discord. I need to get a copy of Ready to Rumble. Oh my god. WCW. Cat Cube. Cat Cube, what have you been playing lately? Anything fun? 41 damage. I like it. I like this axe, too. Cat Cube did good. Ready to Rumble was pretty good. The match concept from it was better left in the movie. Yeah, you know what? That time period was just so ass for WCW. I mean, it really was the end of the end. Ah, we got slain. But, I think if they had done that kind of a match with that kind of a cage, I think they really could have done some cool stuff with it, but I think it really needed to happen 3 years earlier with the right people. I mean, I'm trying to think of who was in those matches. I know Kevin Nash and Steiner and some other guys were in there, but you had like Chronic. I don't know. WCW was just in the toilet by that point. Chronic. American males. That's who they needed, the American males. Ric Flair's dead. I gotta get to a damn town and revive him again. Dun, 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 dun. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I hope y'all are having a good night. Bum, bum, bum. Brisby wants us to play Aero Biz. Come on, come on, come on. I hope I have enough money to bring him back to life and heal everybody. That's real lame that you have to pay twice. Alright, terminated. Dun, 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 dun. Look, that WrestleMania where, I think it was WrestleMania, but Triple H did a whole Terminator thing. Like, that tie-in was stupid, I thought. He comes out looking all, like, terminated up. Like, there was no point to that. Made no sense. So, all them companies have done that kind of crap. Rick! Alright, bring him back to life. Do I have enough money to go heal? No, I don't. Oh, God. Can I cure? I can go to the other place. Shoot. I think it's 50. I need one more battle where I get like 20. Do I have any more cures? What's worse, the Yeti or the... Oh, yeah. What's his name? Thought it was the Gobbledygooker. Did you spell that wrong, or is that how you really spell it? Because... yeah, that character sucks. I still think the Yeti's worse. But that one's not good. It's not good. Okay, I can't heal. I have no idea how it's spelled. I understand. I'm right there with you. The Gobbledygooker. So I think that's what it is. I don't know, but he sucks. But hey, you gotta try new things. And I'm really hoping that we don't die. Fight. Take these guys out. Let's go. We don't need that much money. If they hit Rick, I'm screwed. Because I need him. 100 damage? Whoa. I think it was Hector Guerrero in a suit. I like Chavo. Ooh, Chavo. Missed. You blasted. Alright. I got no magic, right? No, I got no magic left. Adios mio, man. Alright, you guys hit this one. You hit that one. You take out this one since you're a one-hitter. 10 damage. Yes! My weak guys took him out. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, Tully Blanchard's down to 3. Oh, this sucks. Keep having to spend money on bringing people back to life. What a challenge. What a challenge. What a challenge. Alright, everybody hit him except you hit that one. Oh, he's dead. Well, that's 80 more. Oh, and I missed. Kill him. Great. We might not survive this, guys. Oh, he's terminated. Okay. Alright. Depending on how much... Thanks for the broadcast. I'm going to bed. Alright, Wolf Master. As I kill this wolf, we will be thinking about you. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. We'll have to go hang out on your channel soon enough. You're the best. Go get good sleep and wake up tomorrow and be very productive. Get things done. No, you. No, you. No, you. Wow, look at everybody. 82 gold? Please let that be enough for me to do both. Alright, let's see what I got here. Okay. It's 80 to bring him back to life, but let's do some quick math. So it's 50 and 80. That's 130. I cannot do both. Irritating. I'm going to take a nap. Get out of my way. Alright. Alright, so I need... So 3 of my guys are all the way up. Whoa!
I think I'm key. I know I'm sexy. I've got the look. The drives that go wild. I've got the move. That really move 'em. I said chill. Up and down that spot.
Jamsters! Oh my god, thank you so much! What's going on? Thanks for not unfollowing me. I haven't been on in a while. Jamsters! You're the best. What were you guys playing? Hey, Online Entity. Hey, Carefree Bomb. Bomb. Jam! What are you guys up to? Oh my god, it's a Randy Orton raid? Oh crap. I don't have Randy Orton music. I should put that up. Personal Dryness. That is the best name. Holy crap. Did a retro variety broadcast, just a bunch of different games? What was your favorite game and what was your least favorite game? We are playing Final Fantasy, which I've owned for most of my life, but have never gotten more than 5 minutes into it. And it's really grindy, and we're making almost no progress, but it's okay, because it's giving me a lot of time to chat. Personal Dryness and me had a moment earlier. Personal Dryness. I just like saying Personal Dryness. Ahoy hoy. Randy Orton. Of all the wrestlers we talked about tonight, Randy Orton was not one of them. I appreciate you bringing him up. I love this one. Series only went down after. Hey, Value. What's going on? Thanks, guys, so much. Oh, my God. I remember when Jamster started her channel. I used to hang out. And I haven't been on Twitch for a long time, but we're back. And we're fighting. And we're not doing good. Our characters are the 4 Horsemen. We got Ric Flair. We got Barry Windham. We got Arn Anderson, and we got Tully Blanchard. That's our crew. But Tully's dead at the moment. We did mention he returned at... You're right. We did talk about Randy Orton. After a sync leak tonight, Thanks, Online Entity. I appreciate that. Yeah, we've been talking about wrestling all night. Wrestling! My favorite is WCW. I saw Sting and Ric Flair at the Omni back in the day. I could never unfollow with that alert. Oh, you a Star Trek fan? Look, you want to see my new Voyager? Oh my god, this thing is awesome. All right, I'm going to shut the game off for a second so I can talk to all you cool people. We're going to just silence for 2 seconds. And then, Voyager. This is my newest ship, but I got a million of them. It's really heavy, too. Oh, man. Yeah, we talk a lot about Star Trek retro games and wrestling here on the channel. Jamster, did you tell me what your favorite game was that you guys played? Jamsters! Jamster's probably really tired. I know what it is. You broadcast, you raid, and you're usually like, oh, okay, I can breathe now. Side pocket. Side pocket. Sorry, guys. I'm getting over a cold, and I got this cough. Hold reset when you power off. I know. Oh, my God. Y'all want to hear what I screwed up last night? I didn't know that you had to equip, like, when you buy an item or armor, I didn't know you had to equip it. Like, you have to hit E. I didn't know. So I was running around like an idiot fighting with nothing. Zen Arcades, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Man or woman or whoever, thank you. I appreciate that. You like my room? Check the clips. It was clipped. It was clipped. Side Pocket. That's a pool game, isn't it? Oh. All right. So we have the NES library back here. I got about 500 something games. And then I got the new TV, but there's a glare on it, so I covered it with Mario. You're a cyborg? Like the Borg? Oh, God. Thanks, Brisby, for that. Like the Borg? Is resistance futile? I really appreciate you guys hanging out. The room is pretty big, and I got a lot of stuff in it, but you can only see so much stuff over here. There's a whole nother, I don't know if this is going to work, but there's a whole nother section. That's my Nintendo side, and then the other side is my, like, PlayStation, Xbox, all that side, so. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice. Jamsters, what are you going to play tomorrow? Borg, Borg, Borg. Thank you guys for real. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're I'm trying to bring Tully Blanchard back to life. This game is rough. Brisby's enjoying the misery. Not sure, might do a VHS watch stream. Oh my God, I love watching old VHS tapes. We were talking about watching The Wizard on you know, The Wizard from back in the day, or Ready to Rumble, which is the best wrestling movie ever, as I say facetiously. I don't know if we're gonna survive this, guys. Oh yeah, Ric Flair's okay, so we might. Okay. I just don't have any magic that I can use. Actually, I do now. Never mind. All right, you hit this guy. Hey, Zen Arcade, an online entity. Do you guys broadcast too? Do you guys play the retro? I don't need that. All right, just fight one of these wolves. It's a great movie. No way. What is that little... I gotta look at online entities. 2023 cake. What is the cake thing? Great VHS filter, Sky? Oh, thanks. That should go away in a minute. Oh, it's gone. Dude, that's a channel point redemption. But I heard VHS and I had to hit it. It's my cake and I don't know why I have it. Hey, that's great. I was born with it, I guess. I love cake. It was my birthday on Friday, and my mom made me a cake, and it is so good. I can't believe I'm 42 years old and my mom's still making me a cake, but it was good. It was so good. I broadcast but no camera. Hey, that's okay. One of my favorite broadcasters, he just went to bed. His name is Wolfmaster. Wolfmaster is what I say. He doesn't broadcast with a camera either. We were talking about that earlier. Until I started my channel, I was never comfortable with a webcam of any kind, so I understand. People don't have one for different reasons. Oh, thanks, Jamsters. I think that... Oh, yeah, you know that channel? Yeah, Wolfmaster's the best, but there's a lot of great broadcasters that don't broadcast. Oh, no. I'm about to die. I'm so not paying attention. Shoot. Oh, this is not looking good. But, hey, I say if you're gonna broadcast, just broadcast however you feel comfortable. Some people VTube, which I'm not usually a fan of, but there are people who do it, you know, who make it work for them. And, not broadcasting with a mic is kind of hard. I have a hard time just watching gameplay footage, because we can get that anywhere, like YouTube and stuff. But, I don't think the camera has to be there. I know, some... Okay, I healed him just in time. Whoo, you Mike. Because at least you can communicate with folks. Because how hard is it to... you know, play a game and type at the same time? It's pretty damn difficult. I'm sure somebody's out there making it happen. We don't all have a badass room to show off like this, to be honest. And that I understand. And you know what? I didn't always have one either. It's taken me a long time. And that was one of the things I knew when I started broadcasting. I wanted people to be able to enjoy the room. I've been cleaning so much lately. Why are you awake at this hour? Elmac, talk about another great broadcaster. Elmac, I haven't seen you in a long time, sir. How you doing? Working towards it. I designed and made a cabinet to a wall mount for all my consoles. Nice. Yeah, just however you got a game. Whether it's emulation or original hardware, or you have a big TV, or you have a 13-inch TV. I can't tell you how many years I went by where I had two 13-inch TVs side by side, and that's where this original, I mean, this is, my setup is I have a 25-inch CRT right here for the really retro games, and then I have the flat screen. But if you saw me like when I was 11, I had two 13-inch TVs side by side. One had cable hooked up to it, and the other had whatever system I was playing. I loved it. I totally loved it. I have a big-ass TV, but I really still like my regular monitor, LOL. Kind of like you're going with now. Yeah, that used to be, I remember when I bought this TV, it was PlayStation 2 era, and I thought this TV was so big, and I had this one with a little 13-inch right next to it. 13-inch CRT is the sweet spot. Everything is, yup. 9-inch if it's right on your desk. I never had one that small. I would have, but I never did. Hey, thanks guys for hanging out for real. I do appreciate it. Jamsters, you're the best. Thanks for bringing all these awesome people over. I've never seen anybody with a cake badge. Now let's see if we have enough money to where we can bring Tully Blanchard back to life. We do. We have enough money to bring Tully Blanchard back to life. Okay. Ta-da! I have a 13-inch. By the way, that 13-inch TV, one of them, I still have. It's a VHS combo, and it is upstairs, though. It is not currently in this room. Look at Sky bragging about how 9-inch is too small. Oh, the innuendo. Elmac, what have you been up to? Have you been playing retros? Elmac's really good at, well, surprise, surprise, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! I honestly felt weird playing games on anything bigger than a 13-inch screen back then. Well, I don't like playing like NES games and stuff on the widescreen TV. I certainly don't like, it's gotten better, but like, I don't know, like 5 years ago when I would try it, they would try to stretch out the screen. So things have gotten better about not stretching things out and just leaving the black bars on the side. But up to Nintendo 64 and even like PlayStation 2, I would just rather play on the 13-inch. Now, Wii U, Switch, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, that's all hooked up here. I have a hard time with the right viewing distance for the big screen. Heard. Anybody get any cool games for Christmas? I'm trying to figure out what to play on the Switch, because I haven't had a Switch very long. Because I have so much stuff going on. Alright, we need a little bit more to heal and save up. You got a mini Galaga cab? Alright, let me see. Somebody got me this for Christmas. Tell me if it's similar or not. I'm gonna quiet this down for a second. I showed it off yesterday. Fortunately, it's a later model and tricky to modify. Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna try modifying this thing, but tell me... I tried turning it on and bringing it over, but it got unplugged yesterday. Let me see. It's one of these arcade one-up machines. And it's got Miss Pac-Man on it. And it's got either Galaga or Galaxian. And I don't know, it's pretty cool. Look, you can see my monitor. You can see how big my damn monitor is. Look at that. What has it got on it? It's got Galaxian, it's got Rompers, which I have no idea what the hell Rompers is. It's got King and Balloon, and it's got Super Pac-Man. And of course, Miss Pac-Man. So I don't know. You know, it's one of those things where one day I would like to put an arcade machine in the room, but I've never, like a real big one, and just, but I want one that's like an all-in-one that just has everything that I can, or I can put stuff on it. I want a pinball machine too, because I don't have enough room. I'm already out of room to like put like a Miss Pac-Man machine in and a Frogger machine and a whatever. But I would like one pinball machine. I'm thinking probably a Star Trek pinball machine, but I don't know. What monitor are you using now? Okay, this monitor, I gotta put a picture up or something somewhere. I got this last year at Micro Center. It was my gift to myself on my birthday, so it's been a year now. What's the size on this thing? It's an ultra wide. It's like if I had a 3-monitor setup, but it's just one. And it's so great because I always used one screen for broadcasting, and everything was so crammed in, and my game would be like this big, and now it's huge. I love it. I got it at a place called Micro Center, and that store's great too because it feels like it's 1990 when you walk in there. It's like nothing's changed. Yeah, it is curved, but it's not like I was worried about watching things on a curved monitor, like trying to decide in the store how curved is too curved. It is badass. We have one here in Atlanta. Thank God we do, because I don't think there's a ton of them out there. I'm sure there's a lot of places that you can't, you're a state away from one. I was just like 50 miles away, so it's always an adventure. Yeah, see, mine's like... See, 50 miles is rough. You really have to do a bunch of stuff when you go out there. I want to say I can get there in like 30 minutes, 35 minutes, depending on traffic. We have one here in Ohio. Oh my God, Micro Center. I didn't realize, like, there was so many... What's on me? There was so many things I could have bought over the years, and I just recently learned about it. You have a few? Micro Center. Yeah, it's totally like a 90s shopping experience. There were guys trying to help me, they were on commission trying to help me get the monitor. So if you guys want a monitor, I didn't want to buy one online. I wanted to see one in person, and I didn't figure where I could do that. And then I found Micro Center. So if you really want to get a ultra wide monitor, but you want to see them beforehand, definitely take a trip out to Micro Center. And I have not been happier. I couldn't be happier with this monitor. All right, what are we doing here? Jamsters needs an ultra wide. Because if I was just playing retro games on this, then I don't really need an ultra wide. But just like I used to do in the day, I like watching things. So I can put YouTube on the right. I can put my retro game in the middle. And I can put whatever the hell I need on the left, even when I'm not broadcasting. And, because I used to have to play something in the background. I'd put on 83 Weeks and listen to Eric Bischoff talk about WCW, but I couldn't see what he was saying. I couldn't see him do it. So that's why a second monitor was always in my head, but I knew I'd get annoyed by that little divide between the two monitors. All right. This game is so grindy, guys. If you're thinking about playing it, I don't know. It's good if you really want to talk to the chat all day, which I do. Oh, no. Talk about the 4 horsemen. Oh, no. These guys are hard. Can I cure? Okay. I put mine kind of overlapped, so the seam is tiny. You think I should run? All right, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to agree with you. Value, you probably just saved my ass. Because I really don't want to lose another guy. Yep, look, on identity. Alright. And look, Ric Flair is not in good shape either. Oh, golly. I don't even need that much money, too, to heal up. You know what? We have items. Oh, what the hell just happened? Alright, you can cure... Tully Blanchard. Okay. You can... Oh, okay. Item? No. Okay. I have not used a potion yet, so we're going to try using a potion. Use a heal. Oh, I can use it on somebody. Okay. Alright, we're going to try this. Yes. Don't attack. Oh, no! Okay, he's still got enough. Mother! game! This game, and it was wasted. Oh. Guys, this game is insane. Oh. Has anybody beaten this game? Online Entity, have you beaten this game? You know who I bet beat this game? Either Elmac or Personal Dryness. I just wanted to say Personal Dryness. I played this so much, early versions on every available platform. What is your favorite part of this game? Oh man, this is rough. This is rough. Can you use... Nope, I can't use my magic either. And if I run, it's... You never played it? I understand. You like the ice dungeon? I don't know if I'm ever getting there. I don't play hard games like this, you crazy? I think the hardest game I ever beat... Okay, a couple of games I've beaten that were really, really hard. The original Famicom Super Mario 2. That took a while. I did it right on the broadcast. And then... I beat Friday the 13th on the NES. I was surprised that I was able to do that. Oh, jeez. You know what? I'm just gonna run this one too. Ah, we're in so much trouble. So much trouble. And then people think it's hard, but I've beaten it probably a dozen times now, which is Jekyll and Hyde on NES. Wait, I'm old, it might not be. Never got into retro games much. Look, everybody's dead. We're in trouble. Haven't played this one, but I played a ton of Final Fantasy II. On the Super Nintendo or the Famicom? Dun, dun, dun. Elmac, you've played some hard games. Actually never saw it, so it's cool to see where Final Fantasy came from. You know what's cool is to see the stuff that's still in the game, like the victory music. Boostar, Final Fantasy II on the Super Nintendo was the first Final Fantasy game I ever saw. My dad rented it for him, and I don't remember what I chose that day, but I didn't play what I chose. I only played the Final Fantasy, and I had no idea what the hell I was doing, and I got nowhere in it, but I was so intrigued by the game, you know, in the beginning of it, and the cutscene, if you can call it a cutscene. Has Jamster ever played an RPG on broadcast? Yeah, we died. For probably only the second time since we started this game. We perished. Oh, God. Earthbound! Listen to that music. Alright guys, we're gonna take a quick break now that I've been annihilated. We will be right back after these messages!
Little pieces, masterpieces, Reese's pieces, head pieces, neck pieces, hair pieces, Reese's pieces, eye pieces, nose pieces, Reese's pieces, 3 pieces, 2 pieces, 1 pieces, Reese's pieces, time pieces, center pieces, mantle pieces, Reese's pieces, chest pieces, gold pieces, silver pieces, Reese's pieces, the famous flavor of Reese's peanut butter in a fun candy shell. You'll love them to pieces.
Last time on 15.
Matt, I would have explained, except I didn't get the chance.
This weekend, Ashley gets her chance in an all-new episode. It's part of 15 Weekend on Nickelodeon.
You're watching Nickelodeon. Now, back to Danger Mouse.
If you love Double Dare, crave Goop, Glop, and Gat, join the crowd. Nickelodeon's taking Double Dare on the road live. Get tickets now and be there with Mark and Robin for the physical stunts, the obstacle course, and all the messy excitement. Be there when kids are picked right out of the audience to participate. You could play. You could get slime. You could win great Nickelodeon prizes.
We're coming to your city, and it won't be pretty.
The Double Dare Live Tour, presented by by Double Checks is sliming its way to the Philadelphia Civic Center February 1st. In New York, the Paramount Theater, Madison Square Garden, February 2nd.
To baseballs. And this capsule was the size of a swimming pool. Typewriters, toys, books.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I think that's going to do it for us tonight. It's getting pretty late. I'm getting pretty tired. So we actually made some progress with this game. I cannot believe it. Here's my copy of Final Fantasy. I've had it forever. It looks real good. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I want to say thank you so much to Super Jeff for the raid, Monkey Tray Man for the resub, Brother Bill for the resub, Jamsters with the awesome raid, bringing in some awesome people. Online Entity, thank you so much for the follow. Zen Arcade, thank you for the follow. And thank you for everybody who hung out. Value, Elmac was here, Boostar, Brisby, Formal was here, and Darth Collectus for a while, and Carefree Bomb stopped by, and Cat Cube, and everybody else who hung out tonight. I really do appreciate it. We will come back to this game soon. So we're going to go hit up Ash because she just started broadcasting for some reason, and most of you guys know who Ash is. She's a Twitch ambassador, and she's going to be going to GDQ in a couple days, and she's my close personal friend, and I will shoot it over to her. It looks like she's trying to speedrun something, and she's not a speedrunner, so this should be quite fascinating. So you know how we end the broadcast. We end it with David the Gnome. If you got David the Gnome emotes, hit those in the chat and send them over to Ashley because she likes those David the Gnome emotes. Guys, thank you so much. We're going to come back to this game soon. I will see you next time. Here we go.
There are many things to see that some would say could never be. These things I know, it's true and I will tell you so. They are there to see if you believe. Trolls and wizards and fairy kings, birds that talk and fish that sing. And if your heart is true, then you will